one of my like core memories of like getting into high school was like the first week, and this is the only reason why I might have actually been fat, because I was like running the mile, and then somebody in my gym class said, "Run, bitch tits, run!"
Oh no.
What? Okay, how am I supposed to talk to both of you? Because you're both. Should I call it? No, I don't like calling you Kristen.
Yeah, that's
You can do
different.
Christopher.
Christopher?
Yeah. And you could go by
Do you,
if you want to go by my middle name, you could do it.
can I use your maiden name?
my maiden name?
You can use my middle name.
Yeah, your middle name?
Yeah.
What's your middle name?
Lauren.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird.
That doesn't.
Hi, Lauren.
I also have a middle name that's an L. So
Oh yeah.
Lucas.
Lucas.
Oh hey.
Christopher
Yeah.
Lucas and
Kristen Lauren.
Kristen Lauren.
And it's funny because yours is Thompson, mine's Anderson.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. I feel
Italian and Mexican.
Yeah, Italian and Mexican.
Whoa!
Have both
Yeah.
on the
That
other
would be
side.
white. That would be white tat.
Yeah.
I feel like
Your father colonized that pussy. Christopher brought a drink as well. He's actually from Hawaii.
yeah.
He's not Hawaiian, but he's from
Not-
Hawaii.
But I am from Hawaii. This is Hawaiian Sun. If you any like Hawaiian peeps will know this immediately. This is like my childhood, like Capri Suns. This is the Hawaiian version of
The
it,
Yeah.
Hawaiian
but
Capri
like
Sun.
better in my opinion.
That's
But
amazing
you
because I
can't
can't
use
have Capri
the
Suns
Coke
anymore.
straw.
Oh, actually, that's delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
was kind of worried that it was going to be like the,
Oh, I
the
didn't
guava,
shake
the
it. I was
Mexican
supposed to
guava
shake
nectar,
it.
Like
and
the
it's kind of
Jamaican
thick.
kind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
did I
it's like
break?
that.
Did I break the rules? It says shake well. I didn't shake it well.
Oh, I didn't shake it either.
That's okay. It's really not that much. You're just gonna have like a more sedimenty like last.
When did you move from Hawaii?
I was 5 years old when I moved from Hawaii to Las Vegas.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I like
and then Reno after.
yeah, Reno. I moved here about like 10 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but like that, that was like every barbecue, every like family function. There would just be like a shit. And there's like a bunch of different like there's Billy Koi, which is like passion fruit, basically flavored.
Okay.
That's
really
my favorite.
To answer your previous question, what we're having for dinner tonight, stuffed bell pepper. I don't know if you guys can see that. Our friend Chris here is vegetarian, so we made a vegetarian version of it. But the only like animal product that we have on it is the cheese on top. That I made sure to get all extra crispy because that's fucking delicious.
Mhm.
I did use Impossible, or what was it? Beyond Beef? Yeah, I used Beyond Beef. There's celery, carrots, onion, garlic, diced tomatoes, a bunch of parsley, oregano, and basil. Also some vegetable bouillon. Oh,
It's very good, by the way. It was very good.
and pickled jalapenos and jalapeno.
Are there like any signature dishes like in Hawaii that you miss? Well, I guess you were only 5. I guess that's you missed any food from Hawaii.
Yeah. So there's this. There's 2 things. So like, or 3 things that I can think of just like off the top of my head. Like I was really fond of like Kahlua pork.
Oh,
yeah.
So I love like good Kahlua pork that's like been actually like cooked in the ground and like drawn up. And then like as far as fish goes, there's like anything with spam. And I was like, yeah, spam musubi is the shit. And here's the weird thing about like
I do love spam.
Yeah,
That's
I
great.
love making spam musubi.
yeah. The weird thing about Hawaii is you can get some of the best spam musubi at like the gas stations.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Japan and where they like have like you can
Those
get like
crazy
really
vending
good
machines.
yeah you can get like really good like sandwiches and stuff at like a gas station. You can do that at Hawaii. Like you'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get like some spam musubi to go. My things were there's a fish that in like the States we call it wahoo, but in Hawaii we call ono, and ono is synonymous with like tastes really good. Like all if you're like, hey, is it like how's the food? And you're like, oh no, bro. You're like, it's really good.
Like, oh no, it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. But ono is like my favorite fish. It's like the only fish that I actually enjoy eating.
Oh yeah.
Then the other thing is we've got a candy called lihimoy, which is it's a salty, sugary, soury plum. Super delicious. Like highly recommended. It's my favorite thing. It's really an acquired taste. A lot of people are like, nah, I'm not gonna like. They'll taste it.
Is it like a taste specifically, or is it like a texture thing? Or?
It's typically like a taste because like the powder lihi, it's actually like a Chinese thing, but like in Hawaii we put that shit on everything. It's like tahine or chamoy here. We put that shit on absolutely everything. Like all our fruits are just like covered in like lihi or lihi. Lihimoy is with the plum. But yeah, it's so good, man. I highly recommend it. If you're ever in Hawaii and you see lihimoy like on the shelf or you see something lihi, like give it a try.
It's really good.
It's really good.
That's right. Keep that in mind. Yeah. You redeemed a compliment. You wanted to give you a compliment. What should I compliment on this person? Do you want to give this person a random compliment?
I could get lost in your eyes, Madame. Is that Madam or Matt?
I think it's Madame.
Madame.
But it might be Adam. I don't know.
That they could be Adam. Adam was my favorite Power Ranger of the second generation of the Power Rangers. So
oh yeah.
There you go.
You're really dating yourself.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm old as hell.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, you're only 2 years older than me.
So old as hell.
So old as hell.
Yeah, this is the final stream before we walk to our death.
I'm basically your guys' grandfather, and I would like you to stop gloating over your inheritance.
Old Grandpa Christopher.
Give me your money.
Damn you! Damn you!
Honestly, I will say I didn't intend on saying this.
I knew it was gonna come up. I was walking up the stairs and I was like, oh watch, he's gonna post it. It's gonna be like when you first I thought you were gonna be put Christopher Crapson again, and I was gonna be like,
I wouldn't put that in the title. That's
again.
just mean. I'll just like say it in front of everyone in public because it's a goof.
It is always really funny when like one of the new comedians come up and they're like, "Oh yeah," and you'll do the joke, and I'm just
they're just like, "What the fuck?
Damn it! Now I gotta explain this.
Now I gotta explain that I drink piss to people. What a silly predicament I'm in.
There are health benefits. Damn it! Oh,
he is sterile,
just like me. No.
I mean, it is when you're pissed on. Sorry, we're eating food. We need to not. He's been in here for 30 minutes, and half of what we talked about is peeing and pooping.
Yeah. A lot of toilet humor so far.
Yeah, my pity.
You proud of yourself? Huh? You proud of you a big man? Huh?
Do I look like a big man? No, well, I'm not a big man. I take one extra large poop and I'm dead. You take a laxative and like shit out a kidney? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dude, one time I took a big shit after some, like, fucking Korean barbecue, and I was like, damn, if I take one more shit without eating food, that's all of my nutrients. Yeah.
I wasn't eating fiber there for a while, and, like, was taking a shit and almost passed out on the toilet like Elvis. And I was like, oh no, because I could feel it happening, and I was like, nope, gotta lay down on the bathroom floor, stick my legs up. That was not an image I wanted anyone else to like see as they were coming into my house, but you know what? It was either that or get rescued by people that I might know, you know, which isn't great.
No, it's not. I don't know. In a weird way, I almost hope, not that death specifically, but I hope I die in a way that's like makes it awkward for the person disposing of my body to have to deal with.
I want you to be in a weird costume of some variety. You know, like I would love it if you were in.
I'm just in that sexy nun costume, and someone's just like, "We gotta pick up this guy after he pooped himself to death."
You've got the Wendy's cup.
Yeah. I just got a Wendy's cup, and it's just like over full. There is fries, like Wendy's fries dipped in it.
Oh, no.
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 For those of you who don't know, I've mentioned this before, but one time I ate mushrooms and I shit myself in a nun costume in a cul-de-sac in my car into a Wendy's cup. And it looked like a Frosties from Wendy's. Don't do drugs, kids. Unless you're responsible, then maybe enjoy in moderation.
Bring a cup, is what he said.
Yes.
Just bring a cup.
When in doubt, bring a cup.
That's good.
Because
That's
you
good
never
life
know
advice.
when you need to dispose of things. One man's trash is another man's.
What?
Exactly. Yeah. See, you get it.
Yeah, I got it.
You've been in Reno long enough.
Listen,
you get it.
We've all gotten desperate to have to go to the bathroom, and we're just like, I'm gonna have to improv this shit.
Have you ever shit yourself in public?
Oh, in public?
Yeah, I actually thought I had a cursed butthole there for a while, and I'm still not entirely sure that I don't.
Okay.
Okay, because every 10 years,
Cursed butthole.
I think I have a cursed asshole. So every
What an awful horror movie.
it really is.
A24 movie. The cursed butthole. With Pete Davidson.
Aw.
Sorry, so cursed butthole.
When I was 6 years old, I was like, I was at the store with my mom one time, and I had to like, I was feeling like sick, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom, but my mom was like really busy that day, and I didn't want to like slow her down, so I was like, guess I'm just gonna shit myself. So that happened, and then when I was 16, I was like just about to leave the house to go to a play, and again, just shit myself. And then when I was 26, what happened when I was 26? I was at the mall, and I was like picking up like Christmas presents, and I just trusted a fart that you should never trust.
Yep, never trust a fart.
And I was like, well, damn. And it wasn't enough to where I was like, my day is ruined, but it definitely put a damper on my day. You know.
Oh, so it was the start. It's just like a little.
Yeah, exactly. So and I think that a shark counts as shitting yourself. That counts, right?
That counts.
So
If you had to do cleanup.
right. So 6, 16, and 26, and I'm like getting closer to 36. So I'm just gonna wear a diaper that whole year, just in case.
Oh man.
You know, just in case.
Yeah, the 666.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was written.
my asshole is satanic.
Yeah. My satanic asshole. The Christopher Thompson story.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a My Chemical Romance cover, man.
Oh,
Like satanic asshole.
Have you ever seen Centaur World?
No,
It's a great TV show.
There's one character who. Okay, so everybody in
Is it
a
live
world,
action or is this
It's
It's
animated.
animated? Okay.
And they have like two
I'm a
different
little
styles
disappointed
of,
about it being-
of animation,
Okay.
and it's like fairly well done. If you like musicals, you'll like this.
I love
The music is
Music's
like
really
fairly good too, and there's this one character who is a giraffe centaur, and his name is Durpleton, and his farts talk to him.
Oh yeah.
And all he wants is for his farts to say nice things to him.
Mm-hmm. I
And
forgot that was
like-
part of it.
His wish is granted.
Mhm. The show is very silly.
It is
You have to be on
also like fairly dark. It's got like some very grown up undertones
It's
to
a
it.
really weird mixture of very dark and sad, mixed with just the dumbest shit you'll ever see.
Yeah, no, really, it's so good.
It's kind of wonderful.
It's so good. I've seen it so many times.
I might have to watch that.
Please do. I would love to know your thoughts on it.
It's
I
very
will
gay,
definitely
too.
let you. That's great.
So gay.
I mean, it's got a musical in it. It's got to be a little gay. It's not
got-
going to be the
it's
worst musical.
Gay centaurs.
If you took all the gayness out of a musical, like it would just be terrible.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm trying to think if there's any musicals that aren't
like a
gay.
right-wing musical, like that would be terrible. That would be awful. Like,
Just the soundtrack to Schindler's List.
oh.
That's the not gayest musical.
Mm. Yeah, no, I've never seen that. I did recently watch that Mermaid People documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you
Oh
guys
yeah,
have seen
that's
that.
right. I heard about it, but I never watched
Oh,
it.
it's.
Is it good?
Oh.
I mean, depends.
Is it entertaining?
You know, if you really like My 600 Pound Life, I think you would
Oh.
in that kind of like I want to see how like
Just-
messed up humans are. I think
God.
it's kind of that.
You're in awe of this it's a spectacle.
It is a spectacle. It's definitely a spectacle, and like if you took horse girls and made them go even harder into it, you know, like I think that's very like same like you could have gone horse girl, but instead you went to the sea, and that's what happened, you know.
Yeah.
So, but the annoying part about it is like they have a lot of like terminology that they use, like. Instead of my sisters, they say my sisters.
My sisters.
Yeah, and they'll say stuff like "shell yeah" and "shello everybody," and the really yeah I know. And the really annoying thing is the other day I was like I saw something and I was like oh shell yeah, and I was like oh no, it's infected me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cringy, but it's like I finished the series.
It's a series. It's not just like a movie.
Oh, it's like. I want to say it's like three episodes of like a mini docuseries, and it follows like different people like through their journeys as mermaids.
As they're catching mermaids?
No,
they're pretending to be.
They are pretending to be mermaids. Yeah, they.
Oh,
yeah.
So they're like furries but mermaids.
No.
Okay.
Scalies?
Gotcha. Yeah, the scaly. Yeah, scalies. The mermaid convention just in the ocean.
It's at sea. It's on a cruise.
It's on a cruise.
Yeah, it's on a cruise.
Okay, I'm on board with them actually. That it's on a cruise. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Honestly,
on a cruise with a bunch of mermaids.
I would like go and like watch it, like just
the sight, like
just
a fly on
like,
the wall.
Yeah. I would not partake in any of it, but like, all right,
I would
they seem
study
like
that.
they're exactly.
Just like you're just like singing notes. Interesting.
I'm like a crypto oceanographer, just like studying the mer people in their way.
Mm-hmm.
The mer people are taking Jello shots. Very interesting.
Much like humans.
If they let me swim in a tail, then I think I'd do that.
Have you ever swum in a tail? It's fun. It's very difficult though.
Yeah.
Have
I
you?
want to do that.
It's difficult, especially at first, but like once you like get used to it, it's pretty cool. You feel pretty sick.
I want to do that.
You feel pretty magical.
Yeah.
I want to feel magical.
I did not know how expensive those things were.
They're-
Like,
Yeah, actually, like
They're pretty
full-on
expensive.
LARPing
They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
They were like running $5,000 for these tails, and I was like, those
Yeah.
weren't like the super expensive ones. I was like, damn. I was like, where are you people getting the money for this shit? You know? And it was really interesting because like there were some of them that were like from the Midwest. They're like someone who's like, yeah, I'm from Nebraska and I'm doing mermaiding in Nebraska. And I'm like,
They're like, are you just like waiting till it rains and you're doing it in a puddle?
yeah, exactly. Like, are you in a pond? I don't think a pond mermaid is a good look, dude.
The most water that anyone in Nebraska has is an above ground pool that you get from Walmart. and that's where they drink their fucking PBR.
I'm an above ground mermaid.
Yeah. I'm an above ground mermaid.
I'm gonna start.
I'm going to use that as a
bumper
pickup
sticker.
line. I'm an above ground mermaid. Suck my dick.
I feel like if you're a mermaid, you don't have a dick. Like, you don't get mermaid.
But yeah, what's the deal with the genitalia of mermaids? Do they just not have any? You like just the mouth?
I don't know.
Well, what genitals do fish have? Is it like a bird where it's like a cloaca but under the sea?
It's got to be something like
A
that because
sea
they
cloaca.
release
They
eggs.
drop
right?
eggs,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
then in a hole, and then the guy comes by and like hovers above the hole and drops his semen.
So it's a papilla. They got papillas. The fish papilla. They poop out their papilla and sperm. No, they sperm and egg.
Okay.
They got sperm and egg. The genital papilla. Okay, we need to stop talking about fish sticks.
Tangentially related, because I was thinking about this earlier today. What liquid would you guys most like to take a bath in that you don't typically take a bath in?
Ooh.
Because I said seltzer water. I just feel like that would be really nice to just like get in a giant thing of like Perrier and just be like,
like all the bubbles. Like, I think that would be really comfortable.
Yeah. Mud bath is a cop out. I say that doesn't count either.
Yeah, like something that's like
Um,
not typically done.
First thing, like, man, aloe vera.
Oh
Just a tub full of aloe vera,
You
dude.
never need to moisturize the rest of your like year. You're just like one time. Good.
Dude,
we're
I would
done.
like you would like cure cancer because of the skin. Aloe vera, or I don't know, maybe just like some type of beer or something. 'Cause I don't want to drink it, but I just want it around. Because I want to overpower it.
I want to smell like this. I want to smell like barley. Goddammit.
I want to show the alcohol that I'm in control.
You pee in
Yeah.
as the source of as
Yeah.
a like dominance thing.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just like I pee in this. I own my alcoholism.
Yeah, I have a tub full of piss water. It's just PBR.
What about you, Chris?
Ooh, Jello is a good answer.
Oh, Jello is pretty
Jello
good.
would be
a good
nice.
answer. Yeah. I don't know. Probably like Dr. Pepper or something.
Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper
Like
would
a
be
soda?
good. Yeah.
You want it? Would you want it to be caffeinated? Would you want a caffeinated
Oh, I wonder
beverage?
if you could absorb that through your skin. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
you
Can
can,
you?
which is the reason why like
So you
coffee
take-
scrubs are so good.
Oh,
Learning something.
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Caffeine.
Yeah, we're learning about fish sticks. We're learning about caffeine.
Caffeine, baths, and scrubs, and
So you're a gay fish.
I'm a gay fish. I am a gay fish.
Oh, I can't
yeah.
believe I ate that whole bell pepper and now I'm so full.
Yeah, congrats.
so good.
You're such a growing woman, eating big and strong. You're going to fight the Taliban.
I'm
Because
fighting
there's-
somebody.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
please
Taliban's
don't-
good.
Yeah, I mean, there's worse things that I
There's-
could have said.
Yeah. Taliban, of like the things that you could fight, that'd be a pretty good thing to fight, you know?
Yeah.
What if you were like fighting illiteracy but with muscles?
Just
You're just like throwing books at kids.
I'm smacking everybody with books. Read more!
Read more.
I'm pretty sure that's how Nevada's education system works.
No, but for real.
Pretty sure they're just like, I don't know, just like fucking eat the books or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
You'll
read.
absorb them
I don't
with
know what you do with
You'll
this.
absorb it with osmosis.
Yes. Bathe
What
with
is
the
a
books. Chris is like the best roommate ever. Because she just cooks for me. And for someone that like hesitates to eat food in any waking moment, it's good to have.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Before you moved in with Chris, like there would commonly be days when you would like come into the mics and be like, "Yeah, I had like a packet of chips today."
Yep.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Dude, that's not dinner."
No.
You're like, "Shut up, nerd."
I mean, to be fair, that still sometimes happens. Where you just like leave and then I don't eat anything and I'm just running on like a rock star. And it's also really frustrating because then I like wonder why I feel like shit the entire day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if I don't actually know that why I feel like shit. Depression sucks.
No, but really.
You guys have a
It's-
struggle meal? Like a go-to struggle meal?
Ooh, I always have like I mean it's not a meal but it's a snack. I always have like a thing of Nutter Butters. Like, so I just eat snack food or Nutter Butters.
Yeah.
Before I was sober it was alcohol.
Yeah.
I would actually, so this is really dumb. Like, there would be a lot of times where I'm like, I want to drink beer, but I haven't had any food today. So I should probably eat some food, but I don't want to eat food. So I'm going to drink Guinness, because that's like a full meal.
Heavier, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's kind of like drinking, it's like a milkshake.
Yeah.
So I drink like a 6-pack of Guinness, and that's like 1,000 calories. And I'm like, there we go. That's like half my daily calorie intake. I'm doing good things.
Making
And then
smart
I-
choices.
Making smart choice. Yeah, I was a psychopath. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're part of me. Yeah. You have a go-to like struggle meal?
My old struggle meal, like when I was still eating meat, was like I would take and make like the most ghetto chicken salad, which was like tin chicken, throw that down, throw some mayo on that, and then chop up a like a dill pickle, throw that in there, mix that up, put it on a sandwich, and like eat that. And that was like my shit. Honestly, still really good. I instead now I do it with like chickpeas.
One
Kristen?
that I still really like to do is French bread, refried beans, top with cheese, toss it in the oven. So simple, so good. It only takes like 5, maybe 10 minutes, depending on how crispy you want your cheese.
like a basic torta.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite snack as a kid. My nana would make that for me and my cousins all the time. And now, like, if I don't have a lot of money, it's delicious. Especially if you have just a little bit of extra money and you get a rotisserie chicken. You put some rotisserie chicken on top. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I'm all done. Be faster.
You should just be happy that I made it.
You guys want to take a shot of lime juice?
I'll do a shot of lime juice.
That's a lot.
I'm doing. I'm
He's
going
doing
big.
a full shot. I feel like I'd be a pussy if I didn't.
That's not
like...
even like.
You
that's
don't
way
have
more than
to.
what I.
It kind of looks like.
You're not helping, bud. You're not helping.
Kind of looks like if you were like, you know,
Severely
really sick.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
Like, why is it milky?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your kidneys, man? Shit.
You're like, what kidney?
You guys have kidneys?
Kidneys. Sounds like liberal
I only have a
propaganda.
quarter of one.
Yeah.
I've got adult knees. What are you talking about? I'm not a child.
Bad pun.
All right, let's do a shot.
All right.
Let's do it. To autism. Every time I do a shot of lime juice, I still have.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's totally
It's
fair.
honestly not bad.
Yeah, honestly, I've had worse things in my life.
Yeah.
That's
can't-
a guava
That's
nectar.
it. Do you ever just drop that, man? Like, man, that's almost as bad as that one time I had cancer. Just immediately just say fuck you to anyone that's like having a bad time.
I have had like moments where I've just been like, oh man, I wish the cancer took me right now. When I had like not gotten my shit cut off, people would say stuff like, give me pushback on stuff, and I was like, really? You're gonna say that to the guy with cancer? And they'd be like, Phil, God damn it. I was like, yes, this is excellent. This is exactly what I wanted.
Yes. I want them to feel guilty for no reason.
Yep, you have nothing to do with this, and I want you to feel bad.
Is it bad if I like use cancer as like a? So there's people that like say weird things about my body. You know,
Yeah.
just like random people.
Sure.
They just say things.
Yeah, because people.
There was one time that I like was getting ready. I was like opening my bar. This was about a year ago. I was opening my bar, and a woman, a rather overweight, older woman, like saw me. She's like, "Whoa, you need to get some meat on those bones." And I'm like, for anyone that's watching, don't do that to anyone. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, it's rude as fuck. Just because I'm
Don't
getting-
comment on other people's bodies, man.
Yeah,
Like, if they
especially
don't
just
ask
be
you
like,
that.
"Hello, my name is Steven."
Yeah.
Saying that before you're like even like, "Oh, hello, nice to meet you." You know, I just like said I have cancer, and then I walked away because I'm like, dude, don't fucking do that shit.
Oh, dude, I feel that because like people will like comment on the scar on my arm. They'll be like, "What'd you do there?" You know.
You're like, I have cancer.
and I'll tell every time I'm like, I had cancer, and they're
You
like,
like try to get it.
"Oh, I feel so bad now." And
You
I'm
ever
like,
tried to like get a tear going too? I had cancer.
Oh shit! I have also done. Oh shit! Where did that come from?
Yeah. I have a side effect where ever since the surgery, I slap myself in the face sometimes as a weird twitch.
I've also had that similar, like, because we're both like skinny dudes. Like, I've
Right.
also had that, like, people will tell you like, "Oh, you need to eat a sandwich or something," just like not like unprovoked completely.
And also, you're like pretty perfectly healthy.
yeah, but like people still will say that to
Right.
me. And I was like, thanks, I'm in recovery from my eating disorder, and like walk away from them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you deserve that. You made a comment on me. I feel like I deserve to like shove it in your face just a little
Yeah.
bit. Like maybe that'll teach you to
Yeah.
not do that.
Yeah. Sorry if you say weird shit. Deal with the consequences.
I'm gonna say shit back to you just to fuck with you.
If there's anything that some people have, it's the fucking audacity.
Yep.
Speaking of body shaming, I was trying to do this bit. I love the bit, but I don't know how to make it work because people just get uncomfortable and like it comes off weird. So I get it, but I still love the bit. I guess it's just for me to enjoy.
Mhm.
Like, you like mentioned my 600-pound life. I want to make a show that's called My 60-Pound Life.
Yeah.
And it's so good because it's like, here's the kitchen, no one ever uses it. Here's the bathroom, no one ever uses it. Except if you look in the medicine cabinet, there's like diet pills or whatever.
Oh, damn. Hold
Here's the food scale. We use that to weigh ourselves. I weigh 400 grams. I think it would be a funnier sketch
Yes.
than a stand-up bit, now that I'm thinking about it.
But I also like the idea of you sitting on a scale in a kitchen somewhere as like a photo, like on a comedy album or something. I just think that would be really funny to like
Brilliant.
just like see you just like sitting there on like a very small
The
scale.
comedy special is just
Yeah.
heavyweight.
Oh, Stephen Mollman's heavyweight. So good.
Fuck yeah.
That's gotta be the name of your like of a special, man.
Dude, hell
That'd
yeah.
be so good.
Absolutely. There's like a Wendy's cup
Mm-hmm.
on the side.
Yeah. You've just got little accoutrements of
Of my
there-
bits that I use in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, know where that Wendy's cup has been? That man poops in that cup. One of the things that sucks about hospitals is like everything except for the drugs. Free. I mean, it's not free, but
It's definitely not free.
but the drugs in hospitals, not too
Drugs.
bad.
Not
Not too
too-
bad.
not too
Dilaudid was too good.
Whoa.
Dilaudid is too good. Dilaudid
Yeah.
is heroin.
Yeah, that would mess you up. Did you get dilaudid?
Dude, have I told you about when I got dilaudid?
I don't think so.
So when I had my splenectomy like 2 years ago,
Oh yeah, I remember when you got your clinic.
yeah, they gave me Dilaudid. So I'm allergic to morphine, so I can't have morphine.
Right, but they gave you a dilaudid
They
instead.
gave me Dilaudid and said, dude, this was good. It was so good. It's like they injected me and then everything was just
Fine.
warm and fuzzy and everything was fine. And the problem with Dilaudid though, I also got visual hallucinations.
Yep.
I started seeing black smoke. I would see like black smoke, and because of the nature of my splenectomy, I was having nightmares every night. And so I would also see the black smoke in my nightmares. And then I would wake up and then also see the black smoke. So it's like I couldn't escape my nightmares.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
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 I mean, good thing
And
they
it-
didn't give you ketamine, because that would have been even worse.
Dude, I wish.
Yeah.
Actually, ketamine sounds weird. No, but like, yeah, but it felt good. Also, who's cooking? Who started a campfire? What's going on? Also,
Why is there a fire in the
also,
hospital?
who's screaming? Why am I hearing voices? Deborah, I don't know anyone named Deborah. I'm just like schizophrenic now or something.
Like most people have a bad trip on acid, you having a bad trip on
Dilaudid. Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
oh,
Dilaudid
shit.
was so good that when they took me down from Dilaudid, they gave me Percocet.
Mhm.
Percocet did nothing.
Yeah, you're
I was like, dude, Percocet blows. Are you kidding me?
Steven's like listening to all these rappers talking about Percocet, and he's like,
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, you pussies? You won't even do heroin? Fucking J. Cole, not only are you a pussy because you're distracted Kendrick sucks, but you won't even fucking do Dilaudid. The fuck you think you're doing, J. Cole? Do some Dilaudid like a fucking man. No, you know who probably does Dilaudid? Fucking Yellow Wolf. I bet that's who does Dilaudid. Freaking Trailer Trash Eminem. I bet for sure.
I love that you're ranking like the esteem of rappers based on their drug intake.
Yeah.
Like, you're smoking weed? Fuck you, man. It's all about Dilaudid.
It's all about the Dilaudid. Because Dilaudid was so good, that's the only drug I have any respect for. What are you doing, meth? Fucking pussy?
You
What
want
do
to
you-
do some grown-up drugs? You want to go to the hospital?
And do
Rack
some
up and
Dilaudid?
Hit some Dilaudid.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I could see you as a SoundCloud rapper. I
Oh.
could see you do that. I mean, there's definitely been worse people that have like tried to put something out.
There's people in Reno that we do comedy with
That
that do SoundCloud rap.
Yep, that do SoundCloud.
Yeah, Sean McDonald.
Yeah,
Check
Sean.
him out. I don't
Yeah.
know what his rapper's name. I don't remember what his rapper name is, but I remember he said his older rapper name used to be Big Mac,
Yes.
which is a great rapper name.
Yes.
I wish he still had it.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah, check out Sean McDonald if you want to hear him rap about Big Mac.
We don't know if his like rap is any good at all. We've never heard him rap.
True. Check him out.
So this might be terrible, and you know what? I mean, I love Sean, but also like never heard him rap. So
if his rap is as good as his comedy, then he's.
Well,
I'm joking. I love you, Sean.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I just want to give him shit because I want him to do a diss track against me.
That would be so good.
I'm just going to start being an asshole to Sean for no reason, just hoping he does a diss track against me. Dude, can you imagine him, the biggest dude the biggest, sketchiest, darkest humor dude, just beating up a small child with polio in a diss track, you know?
Beating up a small child with polio in a diss track.
I know I don't have polio, and that's maybe weird, but, you know, it sounds...
Who are you apologizing to? Do you have a big polio fan base?
I
They're
have
just like-
polio and I'm offended.
They're just like, I was in an iron lung back in '62.
Speaking of which, the last person with the iron lung died.
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
wow.
like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Person with the last iron lung died.
Yeah, he was one of the people with the longest times and in an iron.
Damn.
I was pretty close to one of those, I'm sure. At one point. Me with my 1.5 lungs and restrictive lung disease.
Mhm.
I should just like start doing that at bars. Can I just get some like pineapple juice and weed?
I start coming to Prost more often after work, and you're just like, here's your shot, and it's just lime juice.
Yeah.
I like that you said pineapple juice though, like you're trying to like change the taste of your jizz. You're just like, yeah, I'm really working on my jizz like flavor right now. Like a jizz sommelier.
Trying to impress the ladies.
You remember when?
Hey, if I'm having a good time, they might as well have a good time. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're. I mean, they might be having a good time.
I'm a giver. I drink pineapple.
I
I don't mean to say,
Yeah, bro, I drink pineapple juice all the time for you, babe. What are you talking about?
babe, you can't call me sexist. I'm a feminist, clearly. I drink pineapple juice for all women everywhere. And men, actually. So that doesn't count, because men drink it too. Well, I don't know if drinking is the right word. You know, drink jizz.
Now you guzzle
You
it.
got
Also, the implication of like the quantities of jizz to guzzle something, because you don't guzzle like a small. You gotta guzzle like a big gulp size amount of jizz.
Yeah, what kind of loads do you
Yeah.
normally
Yeah,
walking?
how the hell? Like, just that man must be dehydrated afterwards.
Wait, you're telling me you don't have a jizz jar? You just have a jar, you jizz in it, and then save it for later?
Oh God, no!
Got
Thinking
one of those My
myself.
Little Pony things right inside of it.
Oh, and it's moist. It's not good. Oh,
It's like a piggy bank.
oh.
I've been investing in myself.
Oh, that just reminds me of like early like days of Reddit where like people would talk about like cum jars and like stuff like that.
Do you remember the
Yeah,
Reddit
there's
story
some
about...
guy who did the whole My Little Pony thing, and that's where it started.
Do you remember... Did you ever read the Reddit story about a guy that would jizz in like a box? He had like a cum shoe box,
Yes.
and then he would like slide it underneath
Yes.
his bed, and then it would like... He did it for like years, apparently.
Yeah.
And so it was like so full of... I don't know. He's like, I don't know where it went or how it went. Like most of it, like I guess evaporated or something like that, but it would just come in a box. You need to stop. Alright, everyone, jerk off tonight. Do it for us.
Into a box.
Yeah,
Into
when
a
you
box.
when
And
you
tell
jerk...
us where it goes.
Yeah.
You guys put
Or
it-
a jar.
If this streaming thing doesn't work out for you guys, just gonna be a cum box.
Where do you like to
That's
jerk
next
off?
week.
Tell us in the
That'll be
comments.
for Steven's chatterbait.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll
Yeah.
be like, you know how tip jars, they have like the fake competitions like cats or dogs or whatever.
Mhm.
I'll do that for my chatterbait stream where it's like box or jar.
With instead of dick in the box, it's cum
Cum
in a
in the
box.
Go from the lonely island to the loneliest island. Because it's just me by myself sad.
You've been
Just
exiled.
bad, yeah,
because people keep hearing about Harry coming in a box, and it's making everybody
They're like,
uncomfortable.
no, it's not. It's not come in a box. It's dick in a box. He's like, but I like coming in boxes. Guys, I like coming in a box.
It's kind of my thing. You've been fired from like 3 retail places for this.
Yeah.
Like, they won't let you anywhere near a Payless shoes.
Yeah.
It's gotten
Through
bad.
so many shoes.
It's
Skechers.
You're banned from a free shoe place in like the next 50-mile radius.
Like it 'cause you're not into feet, but you're into
yeah, but you're in the boxes. You're like, I don't know how
Oh no.
I got stuck with this.
So if your hands got frozen like a doll's hands or like an action figure's hands, I'm just trying to get us off cum for a second.
No, you're good.
Like the tiny hands.
No, you're doing a better job posting than I am, so you're good.
What positions do you think you would want your hands in?
Ooh.
Like you can do two.
I gotta peel a banana. You know,
Yeah, you gay
bananas are my favorite fruit. I can't peel a banana. Like, oh, this would be a fun one like this. Or like, I'm always plotting something.
You could do different. You could do one hand one way, one hand the other way. You don't have to match them. You could do different ones.
Oh, I could do it like
Put
this.
one
Yeah.
for spanking, one for jerking.
Oh, shit, yeah. One to tickle the balls, one to jerk. God damn it! Why do we got? God damn it!
I was in trying to get us on to a different subject. I was working real hard on that, and then right to jerking off. Yeah. There you go. Do you want to tell us the weirdest place you've ever jerked off, Skin? Is that the next thing we're gonna go
I
to?
don't want to tell you.
Okay, you don't have to tell us.
I'll tell you. I did it while I was driving to South Dakota. I
Really?
just had it on cruise control. Dude, the drive across South Dakota, there's nothing
Okay.
because it's all either just Native American reservation or forest or like some sort of farmland.
Yeah.
So then, like the song, crap, I can't remember which song "Ecstasy" by Tinashe came on. Dude, the music video, so hot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I got 3 more hours. I might as well just jerk off because I'm bored and the song's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The
The
hot-
whole driving.
Yeah.
Distracts you from the white guilt every time you see one of the reservation
Native
like,
American
casinos or
reservation.
like okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, I was like, oh, why is there a speed bump on the highway? Hopefully, it's only a raccoon.
You're like going. You know how they have that like bumping like when you're on the highway and you go.
Mhm.
You're just like leaning over.
I just
into
keep my hand out. I don't even have to move.
What is that called? There's a name for that. It's like a something strip. I don't know.
Oh, the type of the
Yeah,
road.
yeah, that like.
The curb strip.
I don't think that's what it's called.
What would you do with your hands if they were frozen?
If they were just frozen in place,
Well,
or like.
yeah. Question previously.
Well, I didn't phrase it like that, so I was
Okay.
like, if I just put my hands in a block of ice, I'd be like, probably wait till they thawed, you know, maybe move them around. I don't know.
What would you do if I punched you in the face?
Cry.
Aww.
I'd be like,
You need some Dilaudid. Little baby boy needs some Dilaudid.
I do, thank you.
And we beat you and then punch you in the
And
face.
then punch you in the face.
And then we come on
This
the
is the new segment of the show. It's called Can You Take a Punch? What? Bam! That's why you have us sit in the middle,
Yeah.
so you can't escape.
Yep, exactly.
Brilliant. Okay, so I like the idea of like open hand because I feel like there's stuff like you can high five, you can slap, you can kind of like probably like maneuver like doors and stuff. So
Right.
that's what
It's
I'm
versatile.
It's versatile, right? And then I think right hands got to be like in a like a writing shape, like so you can write stuff, you can still sign your name and stuff. I think also that works for eating, like
Is like pen and like fork very similar, you know,
Right.
like I think you could still manage that stuff.
Oh, you
Yeah.
really thought about this.
I spent a lot of time thinking about this question.
What if you did something like weird, like, hey,
Hey! Sorry, I can also be Italian. This is great.
I'm not Italian.
I gotta represent my
I was
heritage.
born this way.
You get a pass.
Yeah. The Guido pass.
Yeah, exactly. You Jamook. You
Yeah.
know?
But it was just like something like, just like, hi.
You just do the Spock hand. That-
Oh, dude, double finger guns. They're just always the cool guy.
Yeah, you're just like, hey.
But also, you're like sad because you're like, I can't use them for anything. You just have to tell
You
people.
just gotta drive like this.
People,
Everybody, you're
people
trying to
either
cut
get-
somebody off and it comes out like this.
yeah, people think you're, dude, stop pointing at me. You're like,
Like, why is that person giving me the veiled version?
and then you're like, I'm not pointing at you. And then it's like, why are you putting your fingers up in the gun for?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's got a gun. No. We're fine.
Yeah,
What do you think the worst way to have your hands would be?
probably this.
Probably middle. Yeah,
Probably
two
middle finger.
fingers. Middle fingers would suck. Middle finger, but also maybe like the fucking the shocker.
Oh, that's not.
Middle finger and the shocker. The least professional. You go to shake somebody's hands and you just have the shocker.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
That's actually living up to the name.
exactly.
Because, like, two in the pink, one in the sink, it's not that shocking.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's not.
Not, well, I mean, it's not.
I mean,
What's shocking? 5 in the pink and 5 in the sink. That's shocking.
that is shocking. That's and dangerous, I would say. You know, without proper
Yeah, if you're a
preparation.
fucking pussy. You can't fucking take a fist up your ass? Jeez.
This guy's never taken a fist up his
I
ass.
thought you were a nurse.
At first here from Steven,
Yeah.
the shocker is not very shocking to him. Only like the 5-star is.
Yeah, the 5-star. Absolutely.
The minivan.
Do you have to give
The
people
minivan.
prostate exams, or is that out up your?
That's a doctor thing.
That's
man.
above your pay grade.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just.
I'm
like,
not good enough to
Yeah,
fist
you.
people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not. I'm
Not to get paid.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, you
Yeah.
can drop
What
your
I do in my
pants.
free
The
time.
doctor will be with you in just a minute.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I'm just warming up, man. I'm just getting you ready.
Mhm. Yeah. You ever go to your patients? Don't worry, I'm doing this one freelance.
When I was younger and I was like putting in IVs, people would like how I got carded one time. Like they like asked me like, how old are you? Because I just had like a young face, you know.
Right.
And I was like, okay. Well, yes,
That's a compliment.
It is.
Kind of.
But yeah, it's like I'm just a little boy. What are you guys talking about?
Little boy Christopher.
I'm just a little boy doing little boy things. But like people would like card me, like they'd be like, "You're not that." I'm like, "I'm 25, dude," and they'd be like, "No, like let me see your license." And they're like, "Holy shit, you are 25." I'm like, yes. But then I just started leaning into it, and they're like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Today's my first day." Okay, big poke, 1, 2, 3. And then it would scare the shit out of us, and I was like, "You're fine. I've been doing this for a long time."
First time one.
Yeah. I'm actually in a high school exchange program. You know, this is my first one. Scare the shit out of people. Somebody.
I actually have Parkinson's.
Yeah.
This is honestly one of the reasons why I don't even ask people like how long they've been doing anything. I just immediately tell them I don't do well with syringes. Don't even tell me what's going on. Just keep talking to me. Listen to me talk, or like talk to me. Like this is what you got. Like either you got me speaking or you got me laughing. These are the only two options. Or else I'm gonna hold my breath, and we don't want that.
Yeah. My line for patients, because a lot of them will tell me like, "Oh, I'm not good with needles." I was like, "Good. That'd be weird if you were." Honestly, like you'd be a terrible heroin addict. Congratulations. You know.
Needles are like
That's
my
not the
jam.
reaction that I normally get. They're like, "You have so many tattoos and piercings." I'm like, "It's different.
Different needle.
Yeah.
Different
It's
needle.
so different.
Very different.
It's so different.
Yeah.
I have never had to been poked 12 times in order to find a good vein."
My older sister, she has like a really bad phobia of needles. Like
Sure.
at
Yeah.
a certain point, it was like so bad that she would faint just by seeing one.
Yeah.
But she has tattoos, so
Yeah.
it's fine. It's different.
Yeah,
It's
it's different.
It's a
seeing it on
psychological
TV,
thing.
like,
100%.
but it's also very real.
Yeah,
It
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
Like even seeing it on TV, even like playing BioShock for me whenever I had to like stick
Yeah.
myself with the needle, like I would just kind of giggle nervously. I'm like, I guess
Sure.
we're gonna do this.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. And I try and coach people through it. And it's like, just deep breath. It's going to be a little poke. It'll be done before you know it, as best you can. And some people, like, I've had people I'm cleaning the skin and they'll like jerk their arm up. And I'm like, please don't do that. Please, like putting IVs on kids is like the worst because I'm just like, there's no way for me to explain this to you that this is like for your good. Like with adults, usually I can like coax them through it, But
Kids, you just gotta be like, hey,
it's like this is gonna suck, kiddo. I'm so sorry, I feel really bad. And usually, like parents are really good about like, oh yeah, like look at the iPad,
Usually.
like look at the bunny.
Yeah. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear: giant squids.
Hell yeah.
Giant squids terrify the crap out of me.
That's why you live in
Frito.
You're like, I'm getting the fuck out of Hawaii.
Fuck out of the ocean. Get me away from there. No, yeah, giant squids are monsters, man. Like they're just they have like razor blades on their suction cups. They're like their beaks are like strong enough to like crush a skull. Like they're terrifying monsters from the ocean. I don't wish them any ill, but I am terrified of them.
See, for me, it's like if I'm like in the ocean, which I do love the ocean, by the way. But what terrifies me is like stonefish.
Oh yeah,
because stonefish will literally just kill you within minutes.
Yep.
And they're very well hidden. You can just step on one, you get bitten, and then you have like 5 minutes of the most excruciating pain before you die.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate fear that I have. Also jellyfish.
Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish?
Yeah.
It sucked. Yeah.
Is that where you originally got piss Chris from?
So okay. No.
Guys, you ever go to the ocean, get stung by a jellyfish just so someone will piss on you?
Yeah. Everybody does that, right? Once. Yeah. No, I was at Venice Beach in California and like I had a jellyfish and I just saw like what I thought was a purple bag just like go across my stomach and I was like, oh, what was that? And then like 5 seconds later, I'm like, and just like I was like 8 and I was just like feel like my stomach like bubbling and because it just stung. Yeah, your like skin bubbles up. It's it's really bad. So I like ran out and my mom just sees me screaming and she's like, do you want me to pee on you? I'd never heard that. Like
you're like, Mom.
That was a thing.
Also hearing that from your mom.
Exactly. I was like, I'm already traumatized. We don't need 2 traumas right now. Like
you're like, Mom, I'm in pain.
Yeah, please don't make this worse.
Take me to a doctor.
Like this isn't the time to talk about your weird piss stuff.
Yeah.
And then they took me over to the lifeguard and they have like some spray. Also, don't pee on people. That doesn't help any.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't do shit.
Oh fuck, damn it.
Also mainly because like your pee isn't necessarily sterile. It's got like a lot of bacteria and stuff in it that's like
so if that doesn't work, is that just like an urban legend?
It's an urban legend, basically like made by somebody who
by
really
someone.
wants
Was
to
it like
be
the Dan Schneider of the beach?
Yeah.
Just trying to get people to piss on them.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot
Brutal.
of like folk medicine that's like and some of it's good, but like a lot of it has like we're making do with what we have. Like if you ever heard like, oh, I've got a burn, I'm gonna put some butter on it. Like nope.
Right.
Don't do that. It doesn't help. That's just
but
that's what
they
people had. Yeah, it's what people had and it was a cooling sensation, so it felt like it worked, right? So
yeah.
Chris, what's your biggest fear?
Actually, I don't have a biggest fear when it comes to animals or anything. Mainly because like any animal that I fear, I feel like I can eat and like I'll just gain their power. And
you're like you live it like it's like an anime or something.
Like a bear and just like I'm gonna eat that.
I'm gonna
eat that fucking bear.
I do have a fear of like being lost in space or being lost in like a cave or something like that.
Or even in sea.
Or even at
just
sea,
being lost somewhere.
Being kind of lost, or especially deep down into the earth or into space.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you have what is it? It's like a 60% chance if you get lost in the forest that you're found. And in the ocean, you have about a 40% chance of being found if you're lost. But if you're lost in space, you're fucking done. The movie As Above, So Below, where everybody starts like cave like diving and shit, and they have to
Splunking's horrifying.
Oh my god! And then they get trapped in there, and they have to keep going deeper into the mountain. Oh, that fucking scares me, especially like tight spaces like that.
Yeah.
Like normally, I'm pretty cool with tight spaces, but tight spaces that I know that I can't get out of, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That is a hard no for me. I will freak the fuck out. Nah.
I just went a couple months ago. I was in California, and there's a bunch of like cave systems in Northern California, and I was like down in a bunch of them because like they have tours and stuff, and they're like easily maneuverable. But they have like one tour that's like, oh, you just go down some stairs and you're like get to see the whole cave, and it's beautiful. But then they have another one where you can like go further into the cave, and you have to be like crawling on your belly. And I was like, absolutely.
You're like,
I was like, no way. No way in hell. Like, I would totally, like, the first part, cool, very cool. Like, get to see all the beautiful stalactites, stalagmites, and everything. And then crawling on belly with flashlight, nope. Nope. No way in hell.
There's a spot in Oregon where you can see the sea lions and everything like that. There's, like, the sea lion cave. It's right next to a lighthouse. And so you go into this big building on the very top of this cliff, and then you go down this really rickety elevator down into this like really cramped cave, and it's really dark, and you get to see all the sea lions and everything. That's pretty cool and everything. But yeah, there's like some spots that you can like go and explore. And I'm like, like I think I'm just gonna stay where there is a boarded walk. And all these other people are climbing, and I'm like, I think I'm good. Like, you guys can climb all you want, but like I not. Especially with like wild animals all around. It's scary.
I'm not scared. I've never been scared ever before in my life. It's not even an emotion that I have.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. You are fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it. You've seen it, not me being scared. I once like looked at a giant squid and it fainted.
Yeah.
Heights? I jumped off a building once just cuz.
Yeah.
Just cuz.
Yeah. Now I can't
Superhero
walk,
landed.
but I wasn't scared.
Well, I mean, it's really bad on you.
But I wasn't scared.
You weren't scared.
The point is, I wasn't scared.
This is true.
Turns out fear is actually a very good emotion to have sometimes. Because it tells you, hey, this is the problem, bud. This might be a threat. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Just a 12 gauge shotgun. And I'm just on
Then I'm
someone's
just pointing at my
personal
face.
Yeah. How was your childhood?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting. You know, how was your childhood? I feel like
A
that's
very broad question.
Wouldn't that be a great first question to ask on a date? Like, that was your childhood.
So
Fuck.
how healed from your childhood are
It's
you?
very similar to like, so what kind of baggage do you carry?
So are you autistic or what?
How do you
What
feel
kind
about
of
pregnancy?
neurodivergency do you have?
So, what therapist are you seeing right now? Because I'm looking for a new number. You know.
Yeah. So was it good?
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
No,
Great. Yeah.
No,
Are you religious?
no. Okay. Oh, we've talked a little bit about
We
this.
talked a little bit about,
But
but I like asking other people in this because it's interesting.
so I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. I don't have any problem with anyone who's religious, but I have like a kind of a weird like religious history because my grandfather on my mom's side was a minister for the Church of Religious Science, which is different than the Church of Scientology.
Mhm.
And then my grandfather on my dad's side was a Baptist minister, I think.
Mhm.
And then so both of my parents were raised in the church. They didn't really raise me in the church. I got christened rather than baptized. So like technically I was like born into that, and then like up until I was 11, like vaguely Christian. Like we did Easter and Christmas, and I knew who Jesus was. Like my aunt got me a Jesus action figure. My aunt's Mormon. She got me a Jesus action figure.
Oh, yeah.
Which was like I think her way of like trying to get me into the church, and then she like told me the stories, and I was like, hell no, my Jesus can fly and has laser beams, like walk on water. This is nothing, man.
Right.
But then when my parents divorced when I was 12, my dad became a Wiccan.
That's right. That's right.
So from then on, I was like raised Wiccan, like until I was 18, and I was like
So from Christian to Wiccan.
to Wiccan, yeah,
And to
and I was
atheist.
to atheist, and I was like a very devout like Wiccan, which is a
How did you
weird thing.
do? You dress differently when you're Wiccan?
No, I just wore a pentacle. Like I had a pentacle that
Okay,
that I would wear. That 5-pointed star that's upright. And
I figured that, but I was just asking for you.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to a lot more metal back then, so I would wear like more like Black Sabbath t-shirts. But
I want to see metal Christopher.
we'll have some pictures. I was also in middle school. I was fat too, so I was
What?
well, not fat. I was chunky.
You were tubby?
Like, I was tubby. Yeah,
Tubby.
I had like a little fat face and like
Just
had like
tubby pentacle Christopher.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Whenever somebody tells me that they're fat in middle school, like I don't really think like most people that say that they're fat in middle school, they just had baby fat still.
yeah.
Because I used to think that I was fat in middle school, and then I looked back at my pictures and I was like, nah, bro, that was baby fat. I still had like the milk tummy and everything.
I don't mean to brag,
So-
but I was actually
Yeah.
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 I was fucking
Yeah.
shredded, dude.
Moment had a fucking 6-pack.
I know, dude. It was just like all bone and then just the perfect ab.
You should just be an
One
ab
ab.
model.
Yeah. I've got one thing good going for me. It's my abs.
You're like a Calvin Klein model from like here down.
Yeah.
One of my like core memories of like getting into high school is like the first week, and this is the only reason why I might have actually been fat, was I was like running the mile, and then somebody in my gym class said, "Run, bitch tits, run!"
Oh no.
And every time like I can feel me like getting a little heavier, that like plays in my head, like, oh. But I got skinny after that, which means bullying works. Like for me, not for everybody else, but for me it did.
Sometimes bullying is effective.
It's not a good story to tell people, but like the bullying worked. I lost weight like immediately
And you
after
wouldn't
that.
have lost weight had that.
Had that not happened, and nobody ever said, "Hey man, you got man titties," I would have been like, "Oh, cool, I'm doing great. I look good. I feel good." Oh shit, you're right. I do have bitch tits.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I really feel like that's like my like my mom always pressured me on my weight. Like, thanks to my mom, I now have an eating disorder. But hey, at least I'm skinny.
Yeah.
I may hate myself, but at least I look good while doing it.
Right? Needs teeth.
Like,
See, for me,
men may
it's
think I'm attractive, but really, I'm just unhealthy.
for me, it's like the opposite. I had a supportive family, but I look like I need food. You know, very different upbringing. Yeah, my relationship with my mom is fine, but like, damn, eating's hard.
If you're like looking at a sandwich, like, fuck, I don't know. I think you should talk to my therapist about this.
Yeah. Dude, before I stopped drinking, I had like a Talkspace therapist.
Mhm.
You know, and I would message my Talkspace therapist in the middle of the night when I was like drunk as fuck. Dude, it's so bad when you're like drunk messaging your therapist, dude.
You up?
No, it wasn't like I was trying to fuck her. It was like I would just be like, dude, I'm just like so skinny and shit. Like I'd be like sad about being skinny and then like being ugly or whatever. Not ugly. I would never use the word ugly, but I'm just like I just feel and look and feel like shit. And then my therapist eventually stopped responding. I got ghosted by
Oh
my
my
therapist.
God.
I was so bummed.
Was your therapist chubby? Because like you might have like uprooted some of his trauma too.
No. Well, way to assume my woman therapist gender.
All right.
You fucking.
Fine. You.
What the fuck? Get out of my apartment.
You're right. You're right. I have made an error.
Don't fucking touch banana. Get away from my woman.
Get away from my pussy.
Yeah. Banana likes you. You have been accepted.
I've
Yeah.
been bananaed. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't like
You've been bananas.
banana.
Dude.
That's the new segment of the show where we take a
You've been
banana and smack you with it. These are all just like terrible segments I'm pitching for when you do Mavericks. One, like
That's the most maverick thing ever.
You're just hitting somebody with a banana.
Yeah.
We have bananas specifically for this, actually.
Yeah. What are those bananas over there for? What's that chair doing over there?
Oh,
with
you'll
the
see.
bananas.
Oh, you'll see.
We try and like hit you hard enough that we don't have to like open up the banana.
Stay still. Oh, is this what I have to do to get internet famous? This feels like a Lizzo initiation.
Oh, we are the Lizzo of Reno.
No, eat it.
Oh
Eat
god.
it.
Oh,
Oh my.
oh, that's terrible.
Always got to get that potassium. You know?
You know
You
what?
look potassium deficient.
Eat the banana.
It's for your own good. What is it like being a Wiccan in Hawaii? Oh wait, you weren't in Hawaii.
I wasn't in Hawaii. I was in Las
That's
Vegas.
right.
At the
That
time.
was in Vegas.
Yeah, the cringiest thing was when I was part of the Wiccan MySpace. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, MySpace. I bet that
Yeah.
was big.
So I wasn't actually on MySpace. There was like a pagan like Wiccan site.
Mhm.
That was like a social media site that was like called like it was either Pagan Together or Wiccan Together or something like that.
Pagan.
And it was
Pagan.
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 I've been to that website.
Yeah, you know, bunch of friends getting together with their strap-ons, you know.
At
like-
Steve's bathhouse.
A lot of people don't know about Steve's bathhouse, and I feel that's like a cultural landmark. You know?
It's a very cultural Reno landmark.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So sorry, before
No,
I
you're good.
interrupted you.
You're totally good. You
Yeah.
can absolutely talk about Steve's bathhouse, or
No.
you know, it is.
You're
can
like,
direct
I
us.
don't want to finish this story.
But no, I would like be on there and like talk to other people. And I remember I'm still very bad with like speaking with women in a romantic setting. So like I would just like try and talk to girls on that, and I would be like, oh, this is going horribly. Like every time I'm like, hey, what are you into? How's it going? And like every time it was like just like, nah, man, not into guys right now. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I should really didn't think that like a Wiccan site would have a lot of like straight women on it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of bisexual women, a lot of lesbians.
A lot of lesbians.
Yeah.
A lot of
Met some
bisexual
really-
women until they meet me.
Really nice people though. Met some really nice people.
So I'm also not great with dating. Do you have like moves that you like when you date? Do you like? I know you have a girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you were single, do you prefer to date on apps or like meet in person?
So I met my girlfriend on apps, and I do have a line that I used to use all the time, and it was never like a pickup line, but it was just like a conversation point.
Mhm.
And I would always ask people like, would you rather live in a world without desserts or without appetizers?
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good
That's
question,
a good
right?
question.
So yeah, I'll pose that to you, and you can also sound off in the chat, like if you wanna like dessert world or appetizer world, but there's no like, oh well, I can just have a dessert at another time. Like, no, like you have to like.
As
See,
much
like-
as I personally would want to say dessert world, I should probably go with appetizer, just because the nutritional value.
Okay. Yeah.
My heart says dessert, but my brain says you should maybe get some food in you.
Sure.
That's not just sweets.
See, that's really hard because, like, I love fried cheese, and most appetizers do have like some sort of
some
fried,
sort of fried
cheese.
cheese.
And like,
Mhm.
I love fried cheese, but I don't want to live in a world where I can't have my Fruity Pebbles Bazooki.
Oh, that's fair.
So
That's
like,
fair. Yeah.
I love that shit. Probably dessert world,
Dessert
actually.
world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
appetizer
don't think
world,
I can-
Dessert world.
Yeah, I don't think I can live without my Bazooki.
You've thought about this a lot. What do you think?
I have thought about this a lot, and my answer, while I would miss cheesecake very much, I have to go with appetizers as well.
Mm.
Only because I judge a Mexican restaurant based off its chips and salsa.
Oh,
If you have
okay.
shitty chips and salsa, I don't want to eat your Mexican restaurant.
yeah.
And so it throws my whole like dynamic out the board, like completely like it goes out the window.
But what about things that aren't like?
See, I also I love carbs. I like some warm
Mm.
bread with some like good butter, like kind of slaps, you know? Kind of
Actually,
slaps.
Speaking
It's really
of,
diverse. Yeah.
I did bring us some dessert. You guys are...
Oh, you did? I'm down for
you guys
some
are
dessert.
Sure.
down
What is
for
it?
some dessert.
For sure.
It's zucchini bread.
Oh, yeah.
I figured that we can just like heat up some zucchini bread with some butter on it, and that would be
Absolutely.
delicious.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
super down.
Okay, you guys are ready for that?
Yeah.
I've
for
never
sure.
been more
Alright.
ready for anything in
Here.
my life.
Hold on to my banana.
I was born ready.
I know where this is going.
I
but you
can't do that.
You can say it.
I can't do. I was born dead. I was born not.
You were born not ready. Were you premature?
By like a day.
Oh, damn! I was expecting more.
Yeah, that's what everyone said.
Dude, I was like,
Everyone's like, dude, I thought you were like a C-section baby. At
dude,
like,
I was C-section baby.
hell yeah, dude.
I was telling somebody about that Make-A-Wish shirt that you have.
Oh,
And
dude.
which I love that shirt.
I need to find that shirt and I need to make a tank out of it.
Dude,
Like a
you
cut-off
look,
tank.
that looks so fucking
That'd
good.
be so awesome.
That'd be so awesome. But every time I see you wear that shirt, I'm like, stolen valor!
Hey, I can make a wish too. For those of you who don't know, the reason I'm not a Make-A-Wish kid, but the reason why I have a Make-A-Wish kid shirt is the very first roast battle I did was against another comedian. He doesn't do comedy that much here in Reno, but his name is Tupo. He did a roast joke against me saying, Mollman looks like a Make-A-Wish kid that hasn't died yet. But also, oddly enough, he looks like one that has died. Great roast.
Great roast.
And I still won that roast battle even after that.
Yeah.
And also, since then, I've done roast battles a lot over the past 4 years.
Mollman's a force, man. Like,
Yeah, and
If you have not seen this man roast, like, you got to get out to a mic. Like, you should see him at a mic anyway. But like, when we're doing like the roast battles this summer, you watch this man. You watch him because he is a force to be reckoned with.
I want you to die.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to feel ashamed for existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll hit you with weird shit you weren't ready for.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people like that roasting really everywhere, but there's a lot of people that just go for like they're like, you look weird, you're bald, you're fat. No, I make you feel silly for your demeanor.
Mhm.
I want you to feel bad about your ex-wife.
He's also he'll bounce off of things because he's like, oh, you're going to do a skinny joke? No problem, man. I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to do a bisexual joke or a gay joke? I got you, man. Like,
Yeah.
every time. Like, I've just seen him
Yeah.
just throw it right back at them.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not perfect. I still got a lot to learn in terms of roasting and whatnot. But yeah, but the reason why, so I still won that roast. But then my friend Mia, me and Kristen's roast friend, so weird having to.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Not me.
She went to Meadowwood Mall, and she had to get like a logo printed, and she had to like make up a story on why she's getting a Make-A-Wish kid shirt like made, because like
someone's going to ask
because
a
you
question.
can't just be like, hey, I need to have this logo printed, and they're like,
Yeah.
make a wish. So she had to like make up a story. She's like, she had to be like, oh well, person I'm buying this for Christmas, he's actually a Make-A-Wish kid that lived like on accident, and so he grew out of it. So now
On accident. And they bought it?
yeah, they're like, okay.
Like, after you get your wish, they, like, end you? Like, when you...
Well, the Make-A-Wish, it's for like terminally ill.
I know what you mean.
So then she like told these people that I just grew out of my illness and my shirt, and I do need to make it like a dirty.
Yeah, a
Dirty
dirty, like,
muscle
white
tee.
trash. Yeah,
A
if
sleeveless
you
tee.
wore that with, like, cut-off jeans, oh,
Dude, in
Oh.
like Crocs
dude.
with
oh,
those like
cut-off jeans
with those Crocs, and then those like insane visors that
yeah.
stepdads have
Yeah,
when they
those,
beat
like,
their
pit
wife.
viper, like,
Yeah,
ones.
the pit viper.
Or you can do
Oakley's.
Oakley's.
Dude,
Some
just
racist
massive
Oakleys.
Oakleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got
I have a bill hat that's like curled way too tight.
I've got a good
Like
pair
it
of
fits in a mailbox. You know what I mean?
I've got a good pair of Oakleys for that. I've
Oh.
got like because my
Perfect.
brother bought me a pair of like just the worst glasses. He's
Mhm.
like, he's like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, I don't know, some like sunglasses. So he bought me a pair of like regular shades, and he bought me a pair of like the most like this guy hits his kids, you know, like glasses, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I love that. things on my face are hard for me because I've got a very skinny face. Like I still have to. I just got that. So I'm the box that people come in.
Steven Cumbox Mollman.
I have a really skinny face, so like I can't buy regular sunglasses. I can't buy like regular baseball hats. Okay. My head's too fucking small.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to be that weirdo that's like in the youth section, just like looking for a hat. I'm like 29. It looks too weird.
Yeah, but also like it's weird because like you don't have like a weirdly proportioned head. Like your head is very proportional. Like you're a very like proportional person.
Thank you.
But it would be weird. Like it would be weird if you had like a massive fucking dome.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like, if you had like a just a fucking giant head, you know, I'd just be like, oh, like a bobblehead or a pop, you know.
Yeah. That would be very weird if I just had a massive head. Well, I mean, I do, but not.
Thanks for that.
We'll be right back.
Oh, we doing a shot? All right, this is guava. Nectar?
Yeah.
I love how you just like pour a shot for me and you're just like, all right, do it. Holy crap, this is hot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck me, that's hot.
Put it on the plate.
It's fine, I'll just live with my burns. So do you remember the movie Cars 2?
Vaguely.
So it was basically like Mater was the protagonist, but everything was a spy movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like really dumb and bad and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because why would Larry the Cable Guy be the protagonist of a car spy movie? Like, what's going on? But it like reminded. So what made me think of this live with my. Well, one, I had to watch that movie, but also
Why'd you have to watch the movie?
because I have nieces and nephews,
Oh.
you know, and
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that just happens. You just like watch movies that they want. I cannot tell you how many times I watched the movie Beverly Hills Chihuahua against my will. I have like that movie memorized in the back.
You're having
of my freaking-
flashbacks.
Dude,
Every time you
it's
see a white chihuahua walking down the street.
just the lines like the reason why Chihuahuas shake so much is because they have so much power that they just can't hold. I'm like, oh my fucking god!
The fact that you just
Kill
like
me.
brought that up out of nowhere, like you just dropped a line from the movie, is oddly terrifying.
I'm not proud. You know what? I know why I'm single. I get it because I can't be going on a first date doing Beverly Hills Chihuahua joke.
Hey, what movie do you want to see? Got a suggestion?
I got Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Yeah. There was that like internet question for a while, like, would you rather listen to only like one song, but it had to be like All Star by Smash Mouth, or only be able to watch one movie, but it had to be the Sister Act 2?
Oh, man.
I
can't
like
even
All
be
Star
the-
by Smash Mouth. Like I unironically like that song.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bang.
It's the
Yeah.
only problem. Like that's what I hate about the internet sometimes is they take a song that's like fine, or even if it's not good, it's like fine, but they meme it to death and then
Yeah.
make it a laugh. Sorry, the song "Numb" by Linkin Park is a fucking banger. Dude.
Yeah.
Actually, like Linkin Park in general, they're just
Yeah.
they got good songs.
Yeah, they got
And
really-
Also,
they got memes so
Nickelback
hard.
gets way too much hate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they do.
There are some songs that it's like, look at you sideways, but then there's other songs that it's like, I can see how these slap.
I like Nickelback, but they're not like good. You know, like I get it.
If your favorite band was Nickelback, you'd be like, really?
That I don't know. I
Interesting.
feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah.
If it's your favorite, yes.
Yeah.
Not that you like it.
but it's your favorite. Like, you've traveled out of state to see Nickelback concerts.
Yeah.
I'd be like, buddy. Yeah. Are we okay?
Like, how many times do you need to be reminded? Do you have any like music that's like a guilty pleasure? Music that you're like, I wish I didn't like this, but I really like it.
See, I'm pretty open about like whatever I like. I'm just like super into. You put on like any like 80s diva, like you put on a Whitney Houston Dance with Somebody, or
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
I Think We're Alone Now, like anything like that. I'm in, man. Like, you got me. I'm
Mhm.
there. Like, I will fucking full on. Like, I don't dance well, but I'm gonna dance to it. You know?
Mhm.
Let it out, man.
Yeah. So I'm really not guilty about any of the music that I listen to, and
Mm.
you know, like,
You're pretty secure.
yeah, just in that, I guess. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything that I'd be like, oh, I'm scared to tell you guys.
I know one,
that I
and this
listen
is
to
actually like one that was like from the MySpace days.
Mhm.
They blew up in MySpace and still kind of exist. Do you remember Broken Side?
Yeah.
Dude, they're like kind of garbage, but I kind of don't give a shit. Like, it's bad. Like, they're bad. But
Yeah.
if you just need to do some stupid screaming or some shit,
Mhm.
like, I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's a
kind
form
of dig Broken
expression.
Side. Yeah.
Like, express yourself.
Yeah. And you know what? That's fine.
I used to be kind of embarrassed about liking Black Veil Brides when
They're
I
good
was
live,
like,
though.
yeah, they're fucking good live. Because we went and saw them. They
Yeah.
opened for In This Moment a couple years ago.
I've seen it this moment, yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good. And like they really worked on their sound, and
Mhm.
they did a lot. It was just they're really good now. And like
They were
I
really
really
good.
liked them back when they first came out, specifically because of their music video Knives and Pens.
Mm.
Because the opening monologue that they used was from West Memphis 3 documentary, Paradise Island or something like that. And it was about like these 3 young boys who were murdered, and these cops decided to blame it all on these 3 other young boys they just didn't like for really no reason. Even though they had a bunch of evidence against one of the young boys' stepfather. And like even still to this day, a bunch of stars got brought into it. But anyways, during the trial, it was a perfect example of satanic panic. How they're describing that it was a guy who they hired as a psychologist, but he got his degree online. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he really didn't have a degree.
Mhm.
And he had no leg to stand on. And he was saying how all Satanists will paint their nails black, will wear black clothes, and will like listen to certain kinds of music. And like just the list that he said during the trial, they took that sound and used that in the beginning of their song. And I was like, this is amazing, because I had just gotten into true crime and everything like that. So I've loved them ever since then, and have been like kind of like they were a guilty pleasure for me for a really long time, up until recently when they were like,
when you're like, actually no, this is good.
Yeah.
I unironically love this band.
Yeah. Well, now they have like an even larger fan base, and in the emo music community, they start getting recognized and everything, and it's no longer kind of like a Black Veil Brides,
Right.
as like an emo music. It's like, oh, you like Black Veil Brides? It's like, yeah, actually, I have one of their original band tees that I've kept since I was like 15.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, also, like, emo music used to get like a huge like bad rep.
Oh, you're into
you know?
emo? Yeah.
Yeah. That was like the kids that got bullied, but now like it's kind of changed a lot.
Yeah.
Where like emo is the in thing now.
Sure.
Like the whole thing on like all the dudes are like, I want a big titty goth girlfriend, or all that shit. It like society changes, you know, and it's kind of cool that it's the in thing now. But now, like, you know, it's like unironically the nerdy thing now, and it kind of always has been. But WWE wrestling is true nerd.
Wrestling is so good. It's like
It's good
novellas with violence.
Yeah, it's
so
masculine.
good.
It's masculine soap opera.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Straight up.
It is. And weirdly enough, because I am a big wrestling fan.
Really?
Yes. No.
Hell
It's like, so I like, there was my best friend and I, like, one of the first things that we like connected on. Where like we were talking one time and he like brought up like Raw, and I was like, oh, you guys want to talk about Raw? Let's talk about SmackDown. Let's talk about like TNA. Let's talk about ROH. I was like a huge
wrestling fan in high school. Still am a pretty, like, I don't keep up with it as much as I used to, but, like, I still, like, keep my finger on the pulse. Last night was WrestleMania. There were some big stories. It was, like, really good. Saw a lot of good stuff. But right now, they're going through their, like, renaissance period. Like,
yeah, they're, like, emerging, like, they're, like, going big again.
Yeah.
Like, it's making a huge comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're, like, good for wrestling. Wrestling is, like, dumb fun.
It's dumb fun.
It is very dumb fun.
Yeah, and
but,
that's
like, they're
great.
starting to refine their stories, which is one of the
But there's
reasons
actually
why.
good storylines. Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually, like, getting good storylines and everything like that.
Yep.
And, like, the moves are becoming even better. Like, you can still see where, okay, specifically there was this girl who was, like, wrestling this guy, and she went to do a flip kick, and so he helped lifted her to, like, spin and kick him and, like, take him down, and you can kind of see where he lifted her. But, like, either way, it was still a sick fucking move.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Regardless of it being scripted or whatever,
Yeah.
what they do is still really impressive.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like an athletic feat what they do.
It
It's
really
crazy.
is. It really
People
is.
died doing wrestling. People
Yeah.
died wrestling.
Yeah. I always
It
say
happens, not all the time, but it happens.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
100%. 100%. I always say it's more like dance than it is like, a sport.
Right.
Where you like see these like, or like, like figure skating where you see these like insane flips and shit and you're just like, that's super impressive on an athletic field. But you're like, there's no, like, it's just being done for the artistry of it.
Yeah, it's just filigree.
Yeah, it's basically just aggressive choreography.
Okay, so I started watching these really shitty stories on TikTok, and they're like these ads for like these really short stories, and they're really poorly acted and very like poorly scripted. But there's so much drama and tea in it that it's like, this is really interesting.
Yep.
And honestly, like that's exactly what I get from wrestling. Like that's what I enjoy from wrestling is like, man, this bitch really got married to her father's rival. And like
Yep.
and now they're gonna wrestle about it.
Yep. Fucking absurd shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because like the more indie you get, like the more like niche, like crazy things you can do.
Dude, there's a guy he's a minor league, I guess.
Yeah, like indie wrestler.
Yeah, indie wrestler.
Yeah.
Have you seen Luigi Primo?
Luigi Primo?
And
yes,
Luigi
I love
Primo is
Luigi Primo.
so good.
He sits there and like
He
tosses a pizza dough like the whole time he's wrestling. It's so funny. It's so gimmicky. I love it.
It's
like
the best.
and anyone who's ever just like wrestling's fair, I was like, dude, look at this guy. He's like
It's an art.
there's an undead wizard in like the most important wrestling company in the world. Like, yes, we know it's fake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the point isn't that it's supposed to be real.
Yeah.
If anyone is like criticizing wrestling, like, but it's not real, it's like, I don't know, you fucking watch Star Trek, you fucking asshole.
You think that was a documentary?
It's acting.
You like Lord of the Rings? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, you saw your wife say
you think Game of
she
Thrones
loves
is
you.
real?
Oh.
Yeah, and then
You
now
believe
where
her
is
mom when
she?
She says she loves you.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, it turns out she loves me.
Yeah, it turns out she loves me. We're hanging
Yeah.
out tonight.
Yeah, she's my cumbot. We'll be right back. I hate doing it. I want to do that because it's funny, but it's not my bit.
Yeah.
It's plagiarism. Are you a fan of plagiarism?
Such a huge fan of plagiarism. Great.
Yeah, I think it's cool if you get away with it.
Yeah.
If
You gotta
get
come up
away
with something
it.
just adjacent. You gotta be like, now back to our sponsors. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Now a
Yeah,
word
time
from our
for a break.
sponsors.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you did have like word from your sponsors, kneel down, grab like a hat, and just like put it on. Hi, I'm trying to think of a word of like Stephen Mollman, but Neven Stolman
Even
for Blue Chew, and just
Won't you?
I don't know.
My dick works fine.
Okay,
No,
okay.
actually, like, time for a smoke break, and he brings out a kazoo.
Yeah.
So when I first moved up here, I had a bunch of friends that all smoked, and I didn't. So they would always go out, and I'd be like standing by them, and I'm like, hi guys, you know. But I always wanted to get like a bubble pipe, you know, just like sitting there like puffing on the bubble pipes. I think that would have been so fun.
That's so cool.
None of them smoke anymore, and like so now we're not going out there.
Dude, you should have said something. You should have brought one here.
That's true, but it's not like we're going outside to first smoke right now, you know.
But you could have used the
Bring
bubble
it next
pipe on
time.
stream.
That's true.
Yeah, we can have you back, and then we'll make you smoke crack out of a bubble pipe.
Actually, meth.
You want to smoke some dilaudid?
I come back and there's just a spoon with some foil on the counter. I'm like, oh, no. What you're gonna be eating tonight is your feelings.
What's your favorite drug? You're not. You don't really drink. You don't really like smoke weed.
Don't really drink.
Have you just never been interested?
I was straight edge when I was younger, just because I was pretentious and wanted to look down on people. You know, because that's what you do when you're straight edge. You're just like, I want to look down on people.
And when you say younger, do you mean like how old is what's younger?
Probably like into my mid-20s.
Okay, mid-20s.
Like
so
mid-20s, and then I tried mushrooms and acid, and I didn't really smoke weed. I drank a little every time. I did not get into drinking so early that like I just don't like the taste. Like anytime somebody hands me like an alcoholic beverage, I taste it, I'm like, this is yucky. Thank you. You know, I'm like a child like that. Like no, like you know what we make this alcohol great? No alcohol. Like you know, like every time for me. And I've like tried to find my drink for years, and every time I'm just like, no, like every time.
You just don't like it.
And I'm like, God damn it. So it doesn't help with like having like a boyish face and like also not being able to drink.
Like, can I drink a glass of water?
Do you mind if I start experimenting on you?
Don't say it like that, Chris. This is the concoction. We're gonna be injecting it into your vein. No, I would still try stuff, but in general, like I'm just like, it just doesn't taste
just
good.
Not your thing.
And so I've just kind of given up on it. And then like, I think the idea of weed is great, but every time I've smoked it, I've just never enjoyed it. I'm like, oh. But I loved mushrooms so much. It was like my favorite thing I've ever done. Acid takes way too long. Acid takes, that's like, you have to have a day for that.
I totally
It's
understand.
an all-day thing.
Yeah, it is very much an all-day adventure.
Yeah.
But like alcohol and weed is just like any other drug. It
Sure.
really just depends on like your chemistry and everything like that. And some people just don't like.
Some people just don't fuck with it.
Yeah, some people just don't fuck with it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think. I think it's wonderful if anyone else enjoys it. I love nothing more than like sitting down with somebody like as they're having like a cocktail and like enjoying themselves and like having a good time, or somebody's got like a good buzz on and they're just like, yep, I've got this new indica. I feel great right now, man. What do you want to talk about? I'm like, fuck, I'm down for this, dude. I have bad luck with women. Men, not a problem.
Not a problem.
Although, okay, one thing I want to... This is one thing. I don't think Chris has ever heard about this. Remember that time I had my best friend and I got into an argument this one time about whether or not one of us could get more dick than the other if we were gay, and I was like, I need Mollman to judge because he's my like resident bisexual. So I was like,
the resident gay.
I was like, I gotta
token gay.
And I show him a picture of my brother. I show him a picture of me. He's like, I think he's gonna get more dick than you. I was like, come on! I was so mad. He was impartial, and I will give you that. But I was so mad, and I told him that. I was like, fuck.
I need to. Well, the thing is like, he seemed more alternative than. If I remember correctly.
He definitely is.
So that like is really helpful.
Yeah.
Because that's just inherently more attractive to weird people.
Yeah,
that's fair.
You know what I mean? You
That's
look
fair.
like you.
I'm an altar boy.
Yeah, you look like.
Boxers.
Yeah, you look like if you were in the wrong setting, you would probably kill them. But right after,
to like fail in the "Are you nervous?" game.
Yeah.
I'm really good at gay chicken, man. I'm really good.
Yeah.
I'm both. No, I'm just kidding.
You're like, I can prove myself.
You ever played gay chicken with his genitalia.
Have you guys seen
Dude, look on his face when he saw my butthole.
Have you guys seen that video of like I think it was a Vine. It was like these two guys playing gay chicken, and it got to the point that they got married and had kids, and they were just like, I'm still not ending it. like
married.
I'm still not nervous.
I'm still not nervous. Definitely not. I'm going to win. So how gay are you? Not that gay? Straight?
Pretty straight, but like I feel like if there was someone that was like concocting me, like they just took out the liking of dick and ass.
Right.
Like
it's kind of like that.
like everything else was there. Like love musicals.
Right.
You know, into like very bit like love fashion. I'll sit there and watch reality
Wrestling.
TV with you. Wrestling. Very
Love
much so.
reality TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100% there for that. Nurse, gay, male nurse. I've thought about being a flight attendant before. Just took that little bit out and we're like, not there.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn.
It's kind of like that
know?
John Mulaney bit where they just just didn't finish that part of the person.
Exactly. You know?
Yeah, nice. So you're like the gayest straight man.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. you
Hell
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, like those guys are really fun. So like,
Have a good time, I think.
Example.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's cool about you is you don't need alcohol or weed to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I will say that not that like having like
I do.
drinking
No.
or like smoking weed or doing drugs is like bad inherently. Like if you're having a good time and you can handle it, it's fun, but it's not a good look when you can't have fun without those.
This is true.
I also get paranoid that I'd be like the most annoying person smoking weed. I'd be like the guy that's just sitting there like, you guys see that cop car? Like, it's right there. It's been there for like 20 minutes.
Oh, you'd be like
man.
paranoid.
Yeah, I'd be like the paranoid guy, or like I'd just be like the sad, like drunk guy, because I've been tipsy, but I've never been like really drunk. So I'm just like, I wonder what that would be like sometimes. I'm like, I wonder if I'd be a bad time. I don't want to be a bad time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like like you could be like puking next to me and I'd be like, are you having fun? Like, are you still having fun? You
Right.
know? Okay.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
You're okay with me being here. I'm just like, no, absolutely, I'll hold your hair. Like, yeah, we'll do that, you know?
Yeah, I still get that every once in a while when I'm high. Every once in a while, I still do get paranoid.
Yeah.
It's not about cop stuff, but it's about like when it comes to like the paranoia, it just kind of manifests in whatever you tend to be insecure about in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like one time I got high. This happened at my open mic, and I was hosting. I smoked a little bit of weed before I hosted. Not a good move, because like in general, if you have to be in control of something and you have to like keep the energy of the mood, generally you want to just be like clairvoyant. You want to be clear-headed. But I'm like, fuck it, whatever. It's just an open mic, whatever. But I did the first couple of minutes of my opening set once I was high, and those jokes went pretty well. But then, because I was high, I just blanked on saying things. Plus, someone heckled me. I can't remember who it was. But someone heckled me, and it threw me the fuck off. And then, because I was high, I was like, okay, trying to move on, I guess.
I feel like that's how I handle it. Like now, like, all right,
It's just 404 error.
Yeah,
Just like,
exactly.
yeah.
cool. And now moving on. That's just.
Well, that was a wacky moment in time. Well, that was silly.
I don't.
Honestly, that's how I think that I would handle it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, very nice. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Top of the morning to you, laddie.
And you know, good for you for saying something, sir.
Wow, you know what? Proud of you.
It's like, you know what? Your mumbling really bums me out. And moving on.
I was at an open mic a couple weeks ago, and this homeless guy opens the door as somebody's on stage in the middle of their joke, and he goes, "Hey, nobody gives a fuck what you have to say." And the guy on the mic was just like,
Oh, I remember that. I was at the Blind Onion.
yeah, and it was just like, I was just like, what just happened? Street heckler? Like, it's because it's one thing if somebody's like sitting in the audience or like came in for a drink, but this man left whatever he was doing, whatever like crazy stuff that he was into, and then decided, let's go invade this spot. You know?
Dude, it threw off the comedian too.
Yeah.
It threw him off. It totally fucked up.
Completely.
Because when someone heckles you, it's like nobody gives a fuck, and then leaves.
And
it's kind of like, well, damn, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Shit, he got me.
And I didn't like, and the entire time I was looking at the comedian, I was like, I'm so glad that wasn't me, because I would have just like, I would have cried and got off stage. I was like, that's horrible. Please don't do that to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, since like he's been doing comedy for a while, he still handled it about as well as you could.
Oh yeah,
but there's not a lot you can do to recover from that.
Yeah.
Like, thank God it was only an open mic where they only had to do 5 minutes. Because if it would have been had to do a set after that, for 10 or minutes or longer, fuck that.
Yeah. The only thing I thought about as I was sitting there was like, I would have just been like, thanks, Dad, and then moved on. Like, that's the only thing I think I could have like recovered with that.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen you get heckled.
I don't really.
You're really lucky.
Nobody really heckles me, which is surprising. Like,
it feels like you would be an easy target.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what I mean?
think I do it at the front of my like jokes. Like, usually, like I will make a joke at my own expense, and they're like, he's got shaky self-esteem at the front, at the onset. Like, we're not gonna make this any worse.
Like,
you know,
he's got a baby face. He's got low self-esteem.
Yeah.
We can't.
He's a
ruin
nurse.
that.
Yeah.
We can't bully a male nurse.
You can't bully a male nurse. You know how many things have been said to this
He's
man?
not even wealthy enough to fist someone. That's how above.
Like,
that's above his pay grade.
twink, like we can't make him feel any worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's just so close to being gay.
Yeah, almost there.
You're honestly really lucky that you don't get heckled.
I
don't know what it is, because like I'm also a small twink boy, but I get heckled a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I think part of it is my size, but also like for the most part, when I'm on stage, I am fairly confident, and there's a lot of especially specifically drunk people, but even more specifically, a lot of drunk dudes that see a small, confident man, and they're like, "Fuck you, queer," or whatever. They want to like own it or whatever, and it's like, I don't know. I guess you got me. I guess whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Got me. Yeah.
Yep. You got me. I'm weird looking.
I like look even smaller because I'm sitting further back.
Just like,
Yeah, you do look smaller than me.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like in forward,
To
but
be
I'm
fair,
just
I'm like sitting way far
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
I even have a pillow. Hold on.
Maybe you guys both have like better posture than I do.
Well, I have great posture. My posture is flawless.
Spot on.
And then when it's not flawless, take me to the emergency room because something is wrong. I'm really sorry. I really got it.
That's okay.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fair.
be right back.
That's totally fair, dude.
Oh, your love letter.
Oh, I thought you were about to pull out a hat like we had talked about with like this is now our sponsor. If you could be sponsored by anything, Chris, what would you want to be sponsored by?
Probably Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, but also like not really, because I'm still salty about their Super Bowl commercial back in like, I want to say it was like 2010, 2011 to 2012, where they were like, Dr. Pepper's only for men. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck you, Dr. Pepper. But so then I started buying a lot of Mr. Pibb, and now you can't buy Mr. Pibb anymore.
That's like the worst marketing campaign. Like, yeah, let's just alienate half the population.
I know. I was like, do you know how many like women specifically drink Dr. Pepper? So much.
Yeah.
Like, so much.
Yeah.
Like, I love Dr. Pepper. What about you?
I do love Dr. Pepper. I think I'm a ginger ale bitch.
Ginger
Ginger
ale's
ale's
good.
underrated.
Fucking
as
love
fuck.
ginger ale.
Ginger
It's a
ale,
classic.
and then like we're kind of obsessed with Sprite here.
Oh yeah,
We,
Sprite.
You're a
we
Sprite
drink a
fan.
lot of we
A
drink a
banger.
lot of Sprite.
Yeah, I recently found out why McDonald's Sprite is so good.
They have a deal with all the McDonald's where all of the McDonald's get their whereas most of like the syrups are in bags in other places. At McDonald's, they're all in like metal cylinders. So it's the trace amounts of like the metal cylinders, plus they have like a specific for McDonald's, like a specific temperature that the cylinders are kept at, and that the water comes out at. So it's like just like they've like dialed it down to like a perfect like science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
And
didn't know
only
that it was
McDonald's
that
gets
expensive.
that because contract.
Yeah,
legal reasons?
they've got like a legal like contract with them about that, and that's like specifically what they want.
Damn.
Weird
Deal
tangential
for
side
that.
note about McDonald's, like tangentially related.
Sponsored by.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Chris
Sponsored
was right.
by the devil's lettuce.
Chris was right. I probably would be sponsored by pot.
I would certainly hope so.
Yeah.
If we make it big, I hope we get like a dispensary sponsor or something.
Yeah, no,
That'd be
actually,
sick.
like Chris is brilliant. Here I am, like maybe Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Are you asking what you'd be sponsored by?
Yeah, what would
when
you-
Dr. Pepper?
What would you be sponsored by?
Make a wish.
What about you, other Chris?
He keeps going.
Dilaudid.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Dilaudid.
Sponsored by morphine.
Uh,
Yeah, that's probably what I would go with.
Yeah.
I saw a sign today that said it was for Adam and Eve, and it said locally owned, which I didn't know you could franchise those.
yeah, you can franchise sex.
Yeah, well,
Sex shops.
sex shops.
I think franchising sex is trafficking.
I think so.
That's a different story. Looking at you, P. Diddy.
Have you seen his drug mule? Have you seen a
Mm-mm.
picture of his drug mule? Dude, his drug mule, you don't want to trust that guy. Like,
Oh, you don't
he
say.
looks like the kind of guy that's gonna flip on you.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
yeah.
Oof.
It's bad.
What would your sponsor be?
I'd want to be sponsored by like I hate buying any like office supplies, so I'd want to be sponsored by Staples.
Oh, just
Because I just
convenient.
have it. Just convenient. Because I hate going to Staples because it's always like I just need one thing.
It's
like,
just the sad
I just need
store to
printer
go
paper.
to. Too.
Yeah, exactly. I just need pens. I
Mm.
just need something. One. I never have like, oh, I'm gonna go to Staples and get like 5 things. No, I just need one fucking thing that's just available here.
You want to be sponsored just for convenience.
Convenience. Yeah.
You're just like, I want Staples. They hate going to the store.
Yeah. Listen.
God, tell me you're in your 30s without telling me in your 30s. Want to get sponsored by
I have
Staples
back
just
pain.
because it's convenient. I mean, well, if I was gonna do that, I would get like a sponsor of Michaels or something. There's also a lot of arts and crafts stuff that I would love to do.
Do you do
Yeah.
arts and crafts a lot?
I mean, I draw every once in a while, and
Okay.
I love jewelry. They got a lot of jewelry there that you
That's
can
true.
like make and whatnot.
Yeah, they got a lot of beads.
They've got a lot of cool frames and paintings, stuff like that. I love.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
the
they
gay
actually,
side
like,
of me loves that shit.
Yeah.
I love doing crochet. I'm almost done with the blanket. Oh, actually, you guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. I wanna see
Show
it.
us your blankie.
What if she comes out with something like super inappropriate on the blanket? Like this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a cum
Done.
box.
Come on. This is a picture of. This is a rendition of Steven jerking off into a box.
Yes.
You know.
Ooh.
Ooh. Pretty dope.
I need to do the corners of it. So it's going to be rectangular, but I'm almost done with the circle. I need like 2 more rows, and then it'll be totally done. This is the front side.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, I know you crochet is like your hobby, but are you like making this for someone? Is this just something that you have, or?
Well, okay, so my mom really likes to crochet, and she tried to teach me how to crochet when I was younger. And I've always wanted to like learn how to do other stuff, but I couldn't figure out the kind of instructions and stuff. I needed videos and things to kind of show me what I'm doing.
Sure.
And so my mom found this website. I can't remember what it's called right now. You sign up for a design, and they send you most of the yarn. They send you the yarn and stuff for it, and an instruction book. And then also you can sign into your account, and there's videos of like how to make it. So that's what this is. So she signed me up for it and got me this one. I wasn't making it for anybody at first, but my best friend Shelby really wants it, so I'm gonna give it to her when it's all done.
Oh
It
yeah.
is like a year in the making. Mainly because,
Damn.
like, I tend to go through different hobbies.
Yeah.
My favorite hobby is collecting hobbies. So I'll go through jewelry making, and then I'll go into crocheting, and then I'll go into reading, and then I'll go into video gaming, and it'll just go back into a cycle.
I do the same thing. I do the same thing where I hyper focus on a hobby for a little bit, where I draw, then I write. The only thing that I consistently do is stand-up comedy, and I'm like, and even then, like, I don't always write. I'm like,
yeah, you go through phases of like, oh, I'm like inspired right now. I'm gonna write a bunch of stuff, and then
I'll go through like I've been going into like creating my own writing prompts for like creative writing and everything like that.
Yeah.
Which has been a lot of fun. For a while, I was into Minecraft and Sims.
Yeah, you were like, for a while, you were like, okay, now I'm home. I'm gonna go play some Minecraft.
Yeah, no,
It was like every night.
Yeah, because I kept exploring like different islands. And I'm like, I'm gonna mine into this island. I'm gonna find diamonds.
Shout out to Minecraft for being so good for so long. It's
Yeah.
been so relevant since it's existed.
Yeah.
I remember back when it was like in its alpha days, back when it was like brand new.
Yeah.
It's fucking, even it was still fun back then, even, but like,
Yeah.
it's completely changed with mods and everything.
I mean,
It's
that's like Fortnite too, you know. It's
Yeah.
Like similar things like
Well, what's crazy about Fortnite specifically is that was a failed game.
Yeah.
The game was a failure up until they decided to make a battle royale version of it that just overtook PUBG, which was the original battle royale.
Yep.
Not the original, but it was
like the
one. It was the big one at the time.
Yeah. It was like
And then Fortnite made one, and it just skyrocketed somehow. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild how a game can be a failure and then just like change one thing and just add a game mode, and then it's like, actually, it's the biggest game ever made.
Yeah.
Well, JK, you thought you failed? Nope, you just had to change one thing.
Yeah.
Is there any games that you guys have played that you're like, oh, this was like my jam, and it just got like completely like taken off the map, or like a game
That happens with a lot of like multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Like a lot of multiplayer games eventually, like my favorite like first person shooter honestly was Battlefield 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So when that launched with PS4, even though there's a lot of people that didn't like that game at all because it had a lot of problem with bugs, especially at launch,
Sure.
I honestly didn't have that many bugs. Like my PS4, whatever it was, my network or whatever, didn't have that many bugs. So I loved it. But you can't really go back and play that game now because it's an older generation and the servers are dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that happens all the time, where like the games eventually die out.
My like lost love like video game is the Fable series.
Oh,
Hey,
Fable's so
Aren't they
good.
supposed to be remaking it? No?
They
Okay.
they did a they've had like multiple times where they were like, oh, we're gonna reboot the Fable series. We're gonna they had like 3 or 4 of those. Breaks my heart because I loved like Fable 1, Fable 2, Fable 3. Even people like give shit to Fable 3. I loved Fable 3. I thought it was such a cool mechanic. I think it's one of those games that like did so well, like swapping between melee. I can't think of the like distance shooting.
Melee and long distance?
I
Whatever.
guess. You know what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
And then Magic,
Words.
like it's just like their combat like mechanics were so easy and like seamless that I was like, this is beautiful and so much fun. So that's my like favorite favorite game
Favorite
series.
lost
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I specifically still have my Xbox 360, so I can play Fable 2.
Yep. I still have my Fable 1 through 3, and then I've got the collector's edition of 1 where like they redid it.
Witcher apparently is a really good Netflix series. I never saw it.
Season
but
1 was really good. I'm really sad
Well,
that
they-
Henry Cavill left it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did that? Did they just replace Geralt or whatever?
Yeah, they replaced him
They're just
with,
like, it's
with
Steve-O.
what's his name?
One of the Hemsworth brothers?
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth.
Liam
Yeah.
Hemsworth instead.
Yeah, which makes me sad because like Henry Cavill was really kind of an advocate for the original story, and they really
And that's
just
why
wanted.
he left.
Yeah, it's the reason why they left. He left, and
Now
like
it's not as
if
good.
they just really paid their writers enough and like actually hired people who appreciated the game and the story and everything like that, things would have been different. So I'm kind of hesitant to continue watching.
Yeah.
Specifically because of that.
I
And
don't
that and also I'm on the side of Miley Cyrus when it comes to Liam Hemsworth. So
Oh
like
yeah.
Produced a
Miley
banger of a
Cyrus.
song though. If that
Absolutely.
didn't happen, like Flowers would have never happened. It's just
Yeah,
like this
Flowers
is
is a
such a
great
good song. Like when
It is
she
a really
came out
good
with
song.
that, I was like, oh, this is Miley's Lemonade.
Mhm.
This is so good, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's such a good song. The response to a song that a lot of sleazy men tend to use. The Bruno Mars originally, I should have bought you flowers and everything like that. They're
Right.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this song to try and like get back into your heart and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah. So Miley made a huge response to that, to
Mhm.
like specifically toxic men who try to use that.
Try to use stupid games or
Yeah,
fake
precisely.
or fake good things.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you can't just like look at all of these good things and it just cancels out all the bad things.
Oh, I'm
that you
sorry.
just
Here's
did.
some flowers. Love
Yeah.
me.
you like cheated on me with so many people.
Mm-hmm. In short, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Or actually, you know
Fuck
what?
that rich, famous actor.
That's really hot, and
that-
I would
yeah.
fuck. Okay, look at me in the eyes and tell me you wouldn't fuck me.
For the story.
Yeah.
I'd
I do it
whisper-
for material.
I'd whisper Miley's name into him just because I'm on Chris's side
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
You know,
same. I am too.
I'd
but-
play the flower song while we fuck.
Do you want some flowers? You just like whisper in his ear. Do you
Yeah.
want some flowers?
Yeah, I know you almost
Flowers?
said flowers. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a Freudian slip,
It worked so well.
but it worked.
Yeah.
You want me to plow your flowers?
That's so wrong.
See, I don't know if I would actually fuck him though, because he's such a generic hot white guy.
He is just a guy. He's like
just generic hot white.
Chris Hemsworth, Thor. But even Chris is also kind of generic.
At least Chris Hemsworth has a personality.
Yeah, Liam's just a
Liam is
guy.
just, like,
He's just a dude.
He's
He's
just-
just a dude.
he's
He's just a
like Fred,
good-looking dude.
generic hot white guy.
Yeah.
He's like the Scooby-Doo Fred
Yeah,
version
he's the
in-
Fred.
He's
Yeah.
the Fred version.
Mm-hmm. But if Fred didn't have a crew to back him up and keep everything interesting.
Yeah, and if
Because you wouldn't watch
If Fred
Scooby-Doo
was a
if it was
dick.
just Fred.
Yeah.
Why would
Never
you? Why would you
considered
look?
the Mystery Inc. a crew? like they're either committing a heist or a bunch of dancers. You know,
And they're a crew.
they're a crew.
They're-
The mystery,
a crew.
the mystery crew. He's vegetarian.
We ate butter.
We had
We ate
butter. We had straight butter.
They're trying to fatten me up.
Yeah. I want to make him into a stew eventually.
Have you
Yeah.
ever? Do you know what foie gras is? Yeah, we're trying to
Yes.
recreate that with Mollman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And thank you for going to the effort also, because I've definitely showed up to places. They're like, oh yeah, we have a vegetarian option. There's got lettuce. Cool, my dude. Thanks.
Here's a McDonald's salad.
Yeah, cool. Appreciate that.
Stop by the gas station. Got you a gas station salad. How
So,
long have you been vegetarian? That's a good question.
I've been vegetarian now for 2 years.
Okay.
I had
What's the reason? Is it because you're atheist?
no. It's mostly
You're a
'cause-
pedestrian.
Yeah. I'm just yeah. No, because I tried when I was 19 to be a vegetarian initially, and I did that for about a year. And I got really I got to be 118 pounds.
Just lost too much weight.
I just lost too much fucking weight because I didn't realize oh, you have to actually put
Substitute.
proteins and fats and
yeah,
other
you gotta put work into
and
it.
you've got to eat a little bit more because before I'd be oh yeah, I'll just have a chicken breast and that'll be fine for me. And I'm I can't do that with I'd have to eat a whole can of beans. And who eats a whole can of beans? It's fucking weird.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason I did it, honestly, it just helps me live just a little bit more.
Okay, so it's like a mental.
Yeah, it's more of a
You
mental
just
thing.
feel better mentally
I-
and physically.
Physically,
Meh.
but mentally, I feel better. It just helps me
Less cloudy.
less cloudy. I just feel okay, we're good. We're doing good stuff in here. I feel it's kind of like recycling. Yeah, I'm doing my part. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm
Mm.
yeah, I'm doing my part a little bit here.
Yeah.
But also, if anyone ever tells me like, "Oh no, chicken's not that good," I'll be like, "You're fucking wrong," and I'll fight you on that.
Yeah.
Like, chicken's delicious, steak's delicious. Like, anyone's like, "Oh, it's just as good." It's not, but it's delicious.
Mhm.
Like, and there are good vegetarian options like that now,
The
especially.
stuffed
Like,
bell pepper was super
so
good.
good, delicious, absolutely fantastic. You know,
People that don't think that there's good vegan or vegetarian food, they're just being willfully ignorant. Because there's entire countries that are good vegetarian.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
I
mean?
I
Like,
made some
dude.
really good vegan dishes before.
yeah.
Like my friend Ray, he's vegan, and I make vegan dishes for him.
There's a pizza place next to where I work, Our Town Pizza.
Yeah.
They have really good vegan, vegetarian options. Their vegan cheese is honestly super freaking good.
That's hard.
So good.
Yeah, that
It's
is
hard to
really
do
hard.
good vegan
Yeah.
cheese.
That's really hard.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend going to Our Town Pizza if
Yeah.
you haven't already.
Art Town
It's
pizza is good.
one of the best pizzas I've
It's like Detroit style pizza, isn't it?
Mhm. It's like deep dish.
Love
Deep
Detroit
dish
style.
squares.
Squares, grandma style. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you want a little lesson
You don't
on
know
how
how to
to
smoke O's?
smoke O's? You know the muscle that you use to like open and close your throat when you kind of cough.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
Mm.
So as you're breathing out, you use that muscle to
You never
To make the
finger the
O's.
O's?
Just can't
Like,
help fingering stuff.
while
can you?
your mouth is in an O shape.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to
See-
do with a vape, but you can also
See,
do it with weed.
whenever I always did O's, I would always push it out with my tongue. I would like push it out with my tongue. I didn't know you could do that with your throat. I didn't know that there was a.
That was like the most perfect O that I've ever done with weed.
Yeah, and now it's fingered.
Thanks for
I deflowered
You
your
defiled
O.
the O.
yeah, my most perfect O.
Leave the ring alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can use the muscle for other things, but you can also use that muscle to like blow O's.
Tell us more about these other things. You do. Smooth for Dwight.
Yes, directly message me specifically what you do with that muscle.
Visual aids are always welcome. Visual aids are always welcome.
Yes, Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we were talking about. Of course, yodeling.
Really? I was talking about sucking dick. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, two different types of people. Now I feel weird. Am I
Oh,
weird?
good. Keep working at it. You'll get some good ones.
Oh, I feel like you wouldn't do good in the Alps.
No,
No.
I'm too frigid.
Yeah.
I like.
I feel like a goat would attack you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I'm
not gonna get
provoked
enough
too.
smoke from a
Absolutely.
jacket.
I'd just be like
I feel like-
chilling.
Just be chilling, you'll
And
little
it would just-
lederhosen, you
it would
know,
just-
and then just a goat.
It would just go. It would just headbutt me off of the cliff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't do good in a lot of areas. There's not a lot of places that I thrive. Not in the heat, not in the cold, not really even in Reno. You know what? I make do with what I can. I shouldn't be alive.
When
Let's
you-
be real.
When you first moved up here, were you like out of breath like a lot more, or would you?
No, because
No?
where I lived in Wyoming,
Oh,
I lived in Laramie, Wyoming is at 7,200 feet.
oh, okay.
It's like
so
a
you're-
mile and a half
yeah.
high, so I'm doing great.
Yeah,
I was doing great. I'm like, man, this place is easy.
there's so much air here.
I know. I'm like, oh my god, I don't. I can breathe. I don't have to like take breathing pauses every time I yodel. I don't have to take breaks.
You still should. You know?
I mean, I yodeled a lot in Wyoming. That's like
Take you, I don't think people like clientele.
that's like
He was like, let me sing you the song by people.
I mean, there is a lot of yodeling. You just don't tell anyone.
You just
about.
don't tell anyone about the yodeling you've been doing.
Yodeling
it.
that dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's grinder, but it's yodeler.
The thing about Grinder that's really weird is there's just like a lot of open races.
Not what I expected, but okay.
It's wild, man. They're just like no Asians. Just like they're very specific on. Have you not noticed that? It's crazy.
I've never been on Grinder.
Excuse me.
It's not necessarily
Sorry
a place
for not.
me.
I'm very unassuming. I don't know if you go on Grindr. I don't know.
That's fair.
No, but
Maybe
like,
not the racism, but her not being on Grindr.
no, Grindr's wild. Like guys that just want to get fucked and want to fuck, they're just like, you know what? This is what I want. So there's like an honesty that's admirable, but also it's not admirable because if you're just like
honesty, you know? It's just like that'd be like if you just had on your dating profile, yeah, I don't like Mexicans, and we're like, dude, no,
yeah,
just don't do that.
Yeah,
actually, like on.
Oh no, poor memory unlocked.
Yeah, no, I think it was on Bumble when I was on there. I think it was like in my early 20s. Like there was a lot of guys that would come up and be like, I don't want any Mexican girls. And I was like, okay, heard.
Rude as fuck.
Yeah,
also, like,
okay.
I don't even understand why anyone would be like, if someone was like, I'm Lithuanian, I'd be like, okay, weirdo, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't understand the preference.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I never understood the whole thing of like a race preference. Like, I don't know. You got a good butt? All right, I'm down.
There's some like deep roots of something going on that
sure.
they don't understand or want to address.
For sure. My high school girlfriend, the girl that the guy that she dated before me, was like a Nazi.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and she was half Puerto Rican.
Oh,
and I was like, but she was very like she was Puerto Rican and Polish.
She was like,
so it was like, yeah, very white passing. So like he didn't know, and then like they did this, and I was like,
and then he found out.
Well, I asked her about it. I was like, how did that like work out? And he's like, he just really didn't like talking about it. I was like, yeah, because he was a Nazi, like an actual Nazi.
Yeah,
and I was like, you stayed with that guy for a year.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude. Man,
I don't know.
I thought
being stigmatized will like do something to you.
It does.
It does.
It does. It's
He'd be doing shit.
It really be doing shit.
He'd be doing shit.
Yeah.
Your brain chemistry, man. Don't be a dumb hoe and getting dickmatized. Whether you like dick or not, you're gonna get dickmatized. Pussy or whatever.
Pussmatized.
Yeah, pussmatized. Doesn't like roll off the tongue as well. So like, you're gonna be a hoe. Don't be a dumb hoe. Be a smart hoe.
I was yodeling.
I kind of want you to have like a forked
The silent
tongue.
yodel.
Like sometimes when you do that, like I want you to have a forked tongue whenever you
Oh,
really cool.
like,
those look so
like,
cool.
I've always wanted to split just the edge of my tongue so I could pick up like a piece of lettuce with it, just like, and, you know.
I want it to be like string cheese. You know, like when.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Absolutely.
That'd be so cool.
Did you guys know that you could taste two different things at the same time if you had a split tongue?
You
Yeah.
put like something sour and something sweet to like taste. Oh.
Yeah, you can taste them both at the same time.
Oh, so like if you're like eating pussy and eating ass.
Well, I mean, you'd have to have like pretty far split tongue.
Yeah.
I guess it would probably just be.
I mean, maybe you could like squeeze to get. I don't know.
Oh, both nostrils. Again, both nostrils, buddy. This is the image of someone hugging your nostrils with both.
Oh no.
Oh lord.
Getting into that nose play, bud.
Nose? Is that a thing?
It's got.
I'm into that nostril play, brother.
Got some nice holes in those in that face.
Yeah, dude.
Let me see those nose
How
holes.
specific can you get with these fetishes? Is there like earlobe play? Like Gucci?
I think so.
100%.
Oh, that's like also probably like a maternal thing, like where like when you're in trouble, you get pulled on your ear or whatever and drugged. There's probably like also some motherly trauma or something rooted in that.
Yeah, maybe. I think also people like just like being whispered in their ear, like and that
Oh,
just
dude,
kinda-
have you ever had someone make out with your ear before?
I've definitely had somebody stick a tongue in my ear, and like
I kind of dig it.
that. You know what? That's good, man. Good for you. Like I don't like having
It's
wet things
weird.
in my ear.
Like I like when it's happening, I'm like, this is weird, but I don't care.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can get into like a nibble on the earlobe. I'll be like, oh, okay, that's nice, you know.
Mhm.
Like, but I don't like wet things in my ear. You
Yeah.
know?
Same.
Do you like being whispered to?
You were being very forward with that. I felt like that was so much a threat. Like, do you like being whispered to? Tell me, because I'm about to do it.
Hey, baby girl, let me whisper
In your ear.
So whispering's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're not a fan?
No, you can nibble on my ear, but like, don't whisper in my ear.
Yeah.
No, nah.
It's really weird because like I hate ASMR,
Oh yeah.
but like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Different
it's like the
context.
one time. Yeah, I guess it's different when someone's tugging on my tongue.
The smoothness with which you said "tugging on my dong," like you use that phrase often. It's like, hey Steven, what you been up to? Oh, you know, man, just tugging on
What
my
do you
dong.
think I whisper in someone's ear?
Tug on my dong?
The way you tug on my tongue is so good.
No, have you guys seen the like really anti-feminist guy who he like brags about being rich and he's totally like not rich?
Andrew Tate?
No, not Andrew Tate. It's another guy, and
Donald Trump.
no, like this guy has beautiful blue eyes. He's like he has beautiful eyes for some reason, and I'm like, why do you have such beautiful
lost
eyes?
me.
And like,
Shit soul.
but like in one of his videos, he's like, yeah, this is my hotel room that I own inside this hotel. Like they never rent it out to anybody else, and it's like just this standard hotel room. And he's like, this is where I get my dick sucked and my balls tugged on one by one. And like that's the actual quote. And then like that plays in my head so often. I'm just like, this is where I get my dick sucked, my ass eaten out, and my balls tugged on one by one.
See, that's the
Like
thing
great
that
line.
surprises me. I wouldn't imagine a man that's like an open misogynist would be open about like getting his ass eaten.
I know you wouldn't think so,
You
but I
wouldn't
think
think
he
so.
just likes to brag.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even think that he's like,
I think it might just
Getting
be like
anything
a
done, like-
degrading thing for the other person. Probably that's probably why.
maybe.
What if misogyny just like all of a sudden got like equivocated with like getting pegged? Like, yeah, you guys aren't out there getting pegged really hard, man. Like, you don't even like. Do your women even respect you if you're not letting them fuck you? Like.
Why does this give the same energy as like, do you even lift, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you even get pegged,
Yeah.
bro?
Do you get pegged,
Do
bro?
you even get pegged?
Realistically,
Yeah.
if I want to really switch like diameter,
Do you really
like,
know if you're masculine if you can't take a dick?
Yeah.
How are you masculine if you can't take it up the ass?
Exactly.
Of course I.
Absolutely.
Hey there, silly little sailor. Welcome aboard.
Oh well, you're welcome.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah,
for being here.
Absolutely.
Welcome in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
I'm
that.
glad.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Our masculine
If you're thinking
Thanks.
about like
pegging.
pagan, cool.
Do
We're
it.
glad that we brought that into your home as a family.
Yes.
we're so glad that we can make you laugh.
Yeah, the middle child and Chris and Mollman.
I'm the only one that gets assigned a familial title. The other two are just like, no, Kristen Mollman.
Oh.
I'm just this product of a loveless marriage,
Yeah.
which is true.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely zero love. None. In fact, it's fueled by hate.
Pig saves lives.
Absolutely.
Tell us how pegging saved your life.
Hey there, silly little sailor. Welcome aboard my
Yeah,
boat.
the Mollman dance, because there's like a gif of me dancing with a banana in my mouth.
Oh, that's so good.
It's the best, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, to be
always
young
loved it.
again and free and dancing with a banana in my mouth.
That's why we bring
Oh, the good old
That's
days.
why we bring the banana segment.
So,
Okay.
oh, dude, do you think there's a way I can like put like, you know how cats have the scrunch? What is it called? What when you like pick them up on the back of
Oh,
the
the
Scruff?
scruff?
the
Yeah.
scruff? Do you think I could scruff with banana and dance?
I think
But,
that's a
like, in my mouth?
great way of you getting clawed the fuck out by
I
a
know.
cat. Your cat's
Banana's
gonna
petty
fuck
as
you
fuck.
up, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Very
come
mean.
after you later.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so there was this one
Some
time that we were
hardcore
like,
scruffing.
like Okay, so there's this one time that Steven and I, we were like chilling out on the couch. Steven was like right there. I was on this couch over here, and Banana straight up was just staring at him, like how a mountain lion stares at their prey, you know? And just ran towards him, comes at his face, and like gets him right on the eyebrow. And he, of course, with like these ninja-like moves,
I'm
was
so
like,
used to it.
and just.
Just
Like waxed on.
Yeah, I was just like, it was like a swipe. She scraped me, but I'm like, shove off.
Yeah, he shoved her off.
Yeah.
And like, then it was cool after that. But like the whole time after, I was nervously giggling because it was honestly so scary. And like, it was like sometimes Banana does that. She gets really mad.
Chris was just traumatized, but I was like, well, what are you gonna do?
He's like, she sometimes just gets really mad. Like, I probably did something.
I immediately blame myself.
I was like, oh my god.
Straight up Banana like gaslights me into like thinking that
Hey,
I'm the
that's
problem.
okay. That's a normal relationship with your cat.
No, but honestly, like, when it comes to Banana and Steven is definitely a battered owner.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's domestic violence happening in this house, but it's not how you think it is.
I got
No, it's
bit by
really
a
not.
doorknob, guys. I got bit by a doorknob. That doesn't happen to you?
Like what? It was like 3 weeks later or something like that. It was shortly after your eyebrow had healed. She bit you on the ear.
That hurts so bad.
Yeah, I know.
That- dude, my
His
ear was
ear
swollen
was like
for a week.
infected.
Yeah,
And
I
I was
did
like-
drain the pus out. It was
Oh.
And I
disgusting.
was like, do you need hydrogen peroxide? He's like, no, I'm good. I drained it out.
Yep.
I'm fine now. I'm
Yep.
like, run.
Who
Oh,
redeemed
no.
an insult? Oh, Isaac redeemed an insult. You know, I've never heard you roast before. You roast someone. Insult them. Make them cry.
Insult. Isaac, it seems like you put blonde streaks in your pubes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good look, man. Those frosted tips on your tip or next to your tip is not good.
Yeah.
You know, I do. Yeah, hell yeah, you do.
Fucking wrecked Scrub Lord. You and your fucking frosted
Scrub
tips.
Lord. I
Scrub Lord
fucking-
is like
I
my
fucking
favorite
love
insult.
that.
It's
We
so
started
good.
recently using that insult.
Come at me, Scrub Lord.
Again, it was just like Scrub Lord, and what pleb.
Oh, pleb.
Yeah,
You
we've
fucking
been using
pleb.
a lot of pleb.
Yeah.
I like cretin.
It's good. Troglodyte.
Troglodyte is such a good one.
Yeah. you
Yeah.
fucking Troglodyte.
I also love calling people Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
You know what's a fun one to say to people that might upset them? If you say to the wrong person, sinner. What are you doing, sinner?
Bunch of heathens in here.
Yeah. Bunch of troglodyte sinners. These fucking bipeds, their fucking legs and shit.
You fucking biped.
Yeah, I'm not a biped. I got
Fucking minotaur.
3.
Straight.
Yeah, I'm a straight
You doing anything new with your pubes, Mollman?
dude. No, I shave all.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want it clean.
You want to clean?
Like, I don't mind if other people don't shave them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about hygiene.
Sure.
That's the only thing I care about. Like,
Sure.
I don't just keep it. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I just personally like it. That's all.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah, I'm really bad at shaving, so it's covered in stabs.
There's cuts everywhere.
Yeah.
In like places that don't need to be shaved.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Train Spotting? Well,
Why does your dick fucking? Oh God.
also, it doesn't help that
Track marks.
I use a razor.
Yeah, you did some
Just-
clippers, man. You know.
I use a switchblade. I
You
just flip it out.
Switchblade. You're in
I switchblade my pubes off.
You're using a steak knife to chop through the dense forest of your pubes.
Thank you for thinking that it's dense.
Is it not dense? Do you not have a lot of hair on your
No, like I have very select places that have a lot of hair.
junk?
My asshole's an unfortunate one.
I can relate
Actually,
with that.
that's
I can-
like That's supposed to be in there. That's
I
for
know,
the sanitary reasons.
I know it's not like I shave my butt. Well, I mean I do a little bit, but like
you said that like you're admitting to like drinking sometimes.
Well, like-
I have a little bit. I have just a taste of a shaved ass.
I dabble. I dip my toes. Just the tip.
Like,
Just the
I
tip
can
of the
understand
fuse.
you like shaving your asshole because like I shave my asshole, but
Yeah.
like I'm just saying that like most people have a good amount of hair in their asshole.
Why do you think Banana gets so many hairballs?
No.
God damn it, no.
This is how you get revenge for her attacking you. You just feed her your pubes and out there.
Feed her my pubes. She just eats them.
She just goes for the.
She wants
like
it.
it's a delicacy.
Yeah, she
No,
wants.
she eats hair.
It's
It's like do you know what ambergris is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuff that whale puke.
Yeah, my asshole hair is the ambergris of the banana world.
If you turn that into cologne, I'm gonna sit very far away from you at Mike's from now on. Okay? I'm just letting you know that. Like, I'll say hi still, but I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be over here.
But don't worry, if I turn it into cologne, I'm going to be far wealthier than you'll ever be. If I turn that into cologne, I'm going to be in a different tax bracket. You're not even going to be able to see me.
I think your assumption is that it's good. Like the like I don't know that
If I have my own cologne of my own body,
If you
I'm doing very
turn it-
well.
if people find
Yeah,
out
like
that
Gwyneth
you have
Paltrow.
made
Yeah.
like cologne out of your asshole,
Yeah, it's like my goop.
gooch.
Like-
My gooch. My goop gooch.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow making a candle that smells like her cooch.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Like,
candle smells like my vagina.
Now
I think
you
that was
can
the
have
name of
cologne
it.
that smells like Mollman's asshole.
Oh, sounds like a great sketch idea. Finally, the cologne made just for me by me.
I would love to see that commercial with you in like a turtleneck
Yeah.
and like shot really dramatic, like black and
Oh
white.
my god.
Just
You have
just
to-
one half of your face like darkly lit, one half of, and that's like
Asshole by me. I love it. Oh yeah.
I have to talk to my own about that.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be hilarious.
Mm.
You have the whole outfit like The Rock in his photo shoot with the gold chain and the high waisted pants with the belt and the black turtleneck and everything.
Inside the fanny pack.
Inside the
gold,
fanny pack,
is the
yeah.
cologne.
Is the cologne.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You're just like standing against the wall and you're like, hi there. Smell this.
Absolutely. Do you have anything to promote or anything?
Follow me at C Thompson Comedy on Instagram.
Mhm.
Come to our shows.